Welcome to another edition of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We're at the Gail and Tom Benson Stadium. That's right, the University of Incarnate Word. And we're live on our YouTube channel, also www.realsportslive.com. Freddie Lea, alongside my partner Rudy Gonzalez, is here as we are in the area playoffs in Region 4, Class 6A. As we have the 10-1 Hanna Eagles out of Brownsville coming in to play against Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass Eagles 9-2 as they took care of PSJ last week in overtime, 34-28. Also, Brownsville Hanna took care of their opponent, Weslaco East, as now they face each other. The winner here will face the winner of Alexander Vela, who's in the top bracket, in Westlake and Brennan, as we get set for another edition of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Welcome, Rudy Gonzalez, 32-year coach in the Valley and all over the state of Texas. Welcome.
Actually, just the Rio Grande Valley, up and down the valley. But thanks for having me here, Freddie.
No, thank you for again joining us. Last week you made your debut in Laredo as we did Alexander, and quite a turnout as we had a good showing for the folks out there as we're streaming this game live. Fox Sports Southwest alongside us, Real Sports Live, and we are getting set for an area playoff that has the Eagles versus Eagles, and Coach Gonzalez has some ties with Rudy. Of course, that's his brother. What did you have a talk to him about before the game?
Well, you know, we just talked about the Hanna Eagles and his playoff chances, and he seems to think that his playoff chances are pretty good tonight, or this afternoon, rather. You know, I told him I consider this like a heavyweight bout, you know, with two undercards. You know, the first undercard is Damian Vela, offensive coordinator for Hanna, whose offense is averaging 34 points a game, versus Roger Olivas, whose defense is averaging 10.75 a game. And the second undercard would be Hanna's defensive coordinator, J.C. Ramirez, with 17 points a game average, and versus Eagle Pass offensive coordinator Harvey Cardenas, whose offense is averaging 28 points a game. And, of course, your main event would be the Hanna Eagles head coach Mark Guess, whose team is 9-1, actually, because they had one game that was canceled.
Okay.
And this is his first playoff year in over 10 years, I believe. And but they have won the last 8 games in a row. And Mark's team has had 2 shutouts and 3 total games under 14 points. And my brother Tom Gonzalez from Eagle Pass is 9-2 with 4 goose eggs or shutouts and 9 games under 14 points. So it's going to be an interesting game. This is Tom's 13th year as a head coach in Eagle Pass. He's been in the playoffs 8 years. It's going to be an interesting game. I think establishing momentum from both teams, minimizing turnovers, and controlling the trenches, like I said last week. And it's always going to be about the trenches, Freddie.
Yeah, it is going to be who controls the line of scrimmage on offense. The front seven for the defensive side for the Eagles has been dominant. They did not give up big yardage on the ground. I think 72 yards total last week against a far San Juan.
Okay, Eagle Pass Eagles.
Yeah, Eagle Pass Eagles.
We're
sorry.
gonna have to watch out.
Yeah,
Eagles.
And again, it's one of those things. Yeah, Trey Guajardo last week did have his numbers. Trey Guajardo, the quarterback, who's already committed to UTRGV and a baseball scholarship, he did his thing. But again, it was the defense that came up big at the times that they needed. For Brownsville Hanna, they actually controlled a Weslaco East team last week, and for the most part, for them, the big key is they had 2 turnovers that they got. They won the turnover battle last week against Weslaco East. They also went 6 of 10 in third down conversions, and that's big to sustain drives.
60%.
Yeah. So if you sustain drives, you're going to pretty much score, and you're going to keep the team, the opposing team, off the field. For Eagle Pass, of course, like I mentioned, the front 7 of them, which is Jorge Gonzalez, David Santos, Manny Rodriguez, Moises Rocha, all seniors on the D line. Those two DNs in George Gonzalez and Moises Rocha get after it. Also in the middle, the two tackles, they also do the work. And then you got a junior in Jacob Salinas, and then you have your seniors in Roger Oyua, outside linebacker, and of course the big stud, 6'6", David Kipuros, who flies to the ball. And then you have your guys on the edges with Raul Leckler and Josh Monsivais, Eric Heredia, and Ryan Chisholm back deep in the safeties. And also Nico Molleda. Nico Molleda is also there. But they do a lot of things. And for Coach Olivas, he has one of those things where he can bring in a Nico Molleda as a linebacker and still have good coverage in back deep. And they're going to have to contend with Victor Campos. He's 6'3", quarterback, 200 pounds. And then the running back, Cesar Mancia, is a senior. Very fast, violent runner. He has good vision. Must stop him. And he's 5'9", 170, as you know, Rudy. So those are kind of the things that need to happen. And then on the offensive side, of course, we go to Harv Cardenas, the OC, and coach, the O-line coach, who has these guys, Tito Villarreal, the left tackle, the left guard, Ray Galindo, and then you have the center, Jose Laguna, Jorge Guardado, a senior, and then you have a junior, Alex Martinez. These guys have played 2 years together, and to have a cohesive line like that, giving time for Richie Luna, the senior, who threw for another 2,000 yards this year. Last year he threw for 2,000 yards plus, and he did it again this year. So he's got back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. And then you have 3 running backs in the backfield. The featured back, they don't have a featured back, Rudy.
I don't think so.
No, they don't. They have a freshman in Jose Hernandez who is like I mentioned to Coach Cardenas. You have the three guys. You have your finesse guy in Jose Hernandez, the freshman, and then you have your bruising back in Saul Perales, the junior, and then you have your closer, the senior Jay Herrera, who just runs forward and gets those tough yardage. I know in one of the games during district, he had a drive where he had 4 carries on his own, and he took it in for a touchdown. So it was the Jay Herrera, and he finished that game late in that fourth quarter. So those are kind of the things that need to happen for Eagle Pass, and they're going to have to keep Hanna on the sideline. Yeah, off the field.
Oh, yeah. Hanna's got a potent offense. Like I said, I mean, Hanna's offense is averaging 34 points a game, whereas Eagle Pass offense is averaging 28 points a game. You know, the defense, again, Hanna's defense is allowing 17 points where Eagle Pass is allowing 10. So someone's going to give, Freddie.
Yeah.
Someone's going to give today. It's going to be interesting. I always hated those kind of games where my defense is averaging 14 and my opponent's average, 35, 38 points. You knew someone was going to give.
Yeah, you knew
something. It's going to be a great game.
Exactly. And those are the kind of games that you want, because those are the kind of games that are going to keep the fans glued to the TV screen, and to their cell phones. And of course, a beautiful day for Texas high school football. Friday afternoon football. Last year, Coach Tom had an afternoon game in Laredo versus Vela. Vela now is in the Division I bracket, and they're actually playing Alexander over in Roma, and we're going to have that one live too on our YouTube channel. So we have 5 games slated. We have an audio one right now with Sherryland.
Sherryland's winning right now.
Yeah, Sherryland's 21-0. Yeah. So again, we'll be back shortly. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the post-game show brought to you by Ramp Country Auto World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas, 830-872-3444. We'll be back with more after this.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
At First First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
If you have suffered an injury due to someone else's negligence, including 18-wheeler or other motor vehicle accidents, injuries from defective products, or work injuries, including oil field accidents, you're entitled to seek compensation. Contact the office of Mata Cortez Law Firm at 626 Madison Street in Eagle Pass, Texas, or call us today at 830-776-5480 for a free consultation.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Today's high school football game is being brought to you in part by Cardenas Motors in Brownsville. We've been supporting Brownsville High School football since 1971, and we're proud to support our very own Hanna High School Golden Eagles. Go Eagles, and remember, at Cardenas Motors, you always get a winning drive.
Hi, this is Roque Vela Jr., owner, operator of JetBow North, and on behalf of my family and JetBow North staff, I'd like to wish every student athlete a safe and successful year.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
And we're back live to the area playoff, as we're live on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, and our YouTube channel, Real Sports Live. UIW, the Gail and Tom Benson Stadium. Beautiful Incarnate Word, University of Incarnate Word. It is a beautiful field. They're also doing some work on their softball and baseball fields as we bring you in depth in what the keys to the game are today. For Hanna, their D-line is big, athletic, and they're fast and physical. The heart of the defense is the D-line for them, Rudy. The linebackers are fast and athletic. The secondaries they're all seniors in the secondary in Brian Duran, Andres Sutani, Isaac Iracheta, and then their cornerbacks in Guevara and Flores. Johnny Aleman is the outside linebacker, along with the Jose Cruz. So again, they have a slew of seniors on the defensive side, just like the Eagle Pass Eagles. They have seniors on the defensive side of the ball that they're physical and fast. So what can you tell me a little bit more about this Hanna defense that's controlled by J.C. Ramirez?
Well, JC has them running a lot of cover 2 defense. You're going to see a lot of 2 deep safeties. You're going to see Eagle Pass, I think. You forgot to mention Isaac Giracheta, who's also a linebacker, and he'll go down as a defensive end in certain formations. But Hanna's going to be a tough team to contend against. Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass has seen a lot of tough teams. They played against San Antonio Southwest, who at the time I think was ranked number 3 in San Antonio. So they face some big teams. They face some fast teams. And they have, I guess, a little more playoff experience than Hanna does. So I don't know if it's going to play a picture today or not, but it's going to be interesting to see.
Well, and again, you have the Eagle Pass Eagles, who were in the second round last year. They beat the Mac High last year at home, because they were the district champs last year. And kudos to Tom Gonzalez. I kid with him because I actually went to his office and said, "Hey, Coach, how many Coach of the Year do you have?" He goes, "1." I was like, "Coach, really?" He goes, "I've only been district champ once."
Just one time. So, yeah, out of 13 years.
Out of 13 years.
He's made the playoffs 8 times, I think.
Yeah.
But not the district champion. Yeah, but now with this 4-team district that goes to the playoffs, it's pretty good. A lot of teams. Actually, I think the first year that they came out with a 4-team district, the 4th place team won the state championship the very first year.
That's
I believe.
Right. That was Judson, wasn't it?
I think it was.
It
I'm not
was.
sure
They
who
made that run because they were
4th
6 and something overall, and they were like a 3 and something in district play. But they made that run. As we have Conrado Perez of the Eagle Pass News, SportsCentral.com, giving us a shout out as he's listening and watching the game live on our YouTube channel. He says Don Meredith and Howard Cozell.
Yeah, there you go.
But he's our aficionado as far as the sports guru of Eagle Pass. He can actually tell us
he
the last
knows everything.
time. Yeah, he knows everything.
Cokie knows everything.
He actually told me that the last time that Hanna and Eagle Pass won, of course, Eagle Pass won. It was back in 1997, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the last time Hanna made the playoffs.
Yeah,
so it's let's see what happens. The rematch. We got a rematch. I want to do a little shout out to Brownsville Athletic Director Gilbert Leal, who just got the job this year, and Assistant Athletic Director Senator Powers, and of course Eagle Pass Athletic Director Eddie Graff.
Yeah, we want to.
They're all here today and enjoying their teams and rooting for the teams to see what happens.
Yeah, as we have about 20 minutes to go before kickoff here from University of Incarnate Word. Beautiful, beautiful day. Just nestled in the campus, and around the campus is, of course, the buildings where they have classes and whatnot. And we're on the visitor side of the
facing the
field,
sun.
Facing the sun. But we managed to move things around, and we're gonna get you guys situated also watching this game. Of course, UIW is in the Southland Conference. They're actually in Montana. As we speak, they're actually playing out of town.
They were the champions, weren't they?
I believe so. The Southland Conference, yes. And now, as we spoke earlier about the defense on for the Brownsville Hanna, now we talk about the Eagles' defense real quick. The keys for them is, of course, to be physical, fly to the ball, create those turnovers. They created turnovers last week that they were able to capitalize, and of course. Again, do not let Brownsville Hanna sustain those drives and get those three and outs and stay off the field as much as they can. As you saw them last week live, you were there at the game in the Valley, and we took that far.
Beautiful stadium.
It was far.
It was far, but that was a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, it was a beautiful stadium. We want to thank FAR San Juan for allowing us.
Orlando Garcia, Mel Rios.
Orlando Garcia.
Dr. King, superintendent over there.
Yeah, they actually gave us a great hospitality down there, and we're actually streaming PSJ North. And I'm trying to see.
I was a consultant with them this past year, PSJ Memorial.
Yeah, the San Benito PSJ, I believe, is later on tonight, right?
PSJ North. Yeah, I believe it's later on this evening. I don't think it's going on right now.
Yeah, they're playing down there. Also, Judson is ahead of Reagan. I think they had an Alamo Dome start right for them.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken. And then United at Weslaco, and that one is being streamed by Weslaco ISD. So if Laredo United fans, go to the Weslaco ISD, they're streaming that game. Lake Travis, Madison, and this is the D1 bracket. And then we go to the D2 bracket where Westlake is playing against Brennan. Alexander is playing Vela in Roma, and that one I believe it's a 4 o'clock start if I'm not mistaken for that game, that Alexander game and Vela. Or no, I think it's a 3 o'clock game. Steele and Brandeis, and of course Eagle Pass and Vela. So we talked a little bit about. Excuse me?
You said Eagle Pass and Vela. Eagle Pass and Hanna.
Eagle Pass and Hanna. Yeah, I keep saying that. And Javier is saying great job, and they're watching it at home, so on their big screen TV. So there you go. That's what you wanna hear. Now on the offensive side of the ball for Hanna, they got the center Doug Tolman, the senior. He's the catalyst on the line for Hanna. Their left guard, Jonathan Huerta, who's 5'11", 270, big, strong kid. And Sebastian Garcia on the other side, on the right side. He's 5'10", 310, mean, big, strong kid also. So it's going to be the battle of the trenches, like you mentioned. And then we got the tackles. The right tackle is Abraham Coronel, 6'1", 215. He's the mobile guy, and he likes to stay on blocks, man.
Feet.
So
yeah, he's got good feet.
And Jonathan de los Reyes, he's a junior. So you got out of the 5 down linemen, you got 2 coming back next year. He's 5'9", 215. He stays on blocks. He's good with the run. So we're expecting to see a lot of runs to the left side for Brownsville Hanna. And then their receivers in Miguel Payan, who's athletic, Ernesto Mendoza, Josiah Mayers, and the slot Roman Garay, excuse me. Yeah. So what can you tell me about these receivers on the outside for Hanna?
Well, I think the Payan is probably the go-to guy. You know, we're going to watch him get a lot of receptions. You're going to watch him get a lot of attempts over there. It's what he does after the catch that going to make the difference here tonight or this afternoon. And he's a multiple player. I mean, he's a utility player. You know, he does all kinds of things, offense, defense. He goes wherever they need him. And I think, you know, the quarterback, Victor Campos, 6'3", 200 pounds, is a big boy, you know. And, of course, I think the guy you have to stop is going to be the running back, Cesar Mancias. He's 5'9", 170. But he's very fast. He's violent. He's got great vision. And they're just going to have to stop him. Then you have his lead blocker, Aaron Flausto, who's a senior. And it's going to be it's a great Hanna team. You know, they've done a good job all year, and they put a lot of teams away early. So let's see how it goes this week or today.
Now on the offensive side for the Eagles, yes, it starts in the trenches with Tito Virreal and Ray Galindo, like I mentioned earlier, Jose Laguna, Jorge Guardado, and Alex Martinez. But they have a slew of receivers, and of course the senior Ray Mendoza, who's a 2-sport athlete here at Eagle Pass. He is already committed to and signed his letter of intent to go to and continue his studies at University of Houston. He's a Cougar, so kudos to him and his family and going to the next level. And then you got junior.
That's the third child, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the third one. Yeah, Sandra Mendoza, and then Melanie Mendoza, who were at UTRGV, and then we had him, Ray going to college. So then we have number 13, David Lopez. He's a junior. Last week, 78-yard touchdown, catch and run. That big play that made the score 28. I believe it was 28-17. They went up on that one. And then Oscar Castillon, the senior, who has come up big in third down situations for the Eagles this year. And then you got Richie Luna, who, again, he can sling it. He's 5'8", maybe 5'8 and a half. But he's got a gun. He's got an arm, and he's mobile.
He ran tough last week.
He also ran tough. And the keys to the game for Eagle Pass on the offensive side, Rudy's going to tell us about what the keys are for the offense for Eagle Pass.
Well, I think the keys for Eagle Pass is going to be have to sustain blocks. You know, the trenches for Hanna, they're big boys that Hanna has on defense, with Brandon Estevas and Giovanni Rivera, Armando Garcia on the end, and Jared Lozano. But those are some big boys. Of course, the linebackers can fill the holes pretty quick. They're just going to have to find open windows, you know, on the passing game. They're going to have to hold on to the block, and really they're going to have to use that clock really well. You know, the time management is going to play a big factor here today, and they're going to have to overcome adversity when it happens, because it will happen. They're just going to have to keep their composure and play some football like they have been.
There you go. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more. You're watching Eagle Football on realsportslife.com, Real Sports Life Southwest.
Hey guys, Eddie Sanchez, owner of Kumo Fitness, located at 575 Commercial Street in downtown Eagle Pass. We invite you guys to come join us. We got equipment for everything from machines to free weights to bumpers. You name it, we got it. Come check us out, guys.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wind Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. That's it.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Flora Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
Teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champion. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
I want them all. I want them all, the shrimp. Mijo, I just bought a whole bunch of shrimp. I gotta call Jesse. Hey, Primo, my dad just bought another boatload of shrimp. What are we gonna do?
I guess we're gonna almost have to give it away. I'm gonna have to get in touch with everybody. We're gonna have to have a shrimp pachanga. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do. 5.99 shrimp special, their choice. It's gonna be a shrimp pachanga.
And we're back live to Area Playoffs 2018 Texas High School Football as we're on the visiting side here at Benson Stadium, the University of Incarnate Word, alongside Rudy Gonzalez. We have our camera operator up top, Dean Contreras from Eagle Pass, also coming down and giving us a hand and making sure that we got you all the sights and sounds as we get ready for, we got about 8 minutes, 8:42 left. The Hanna Eagles, as we have the playing of the national anthem. Well, actually, the Hanna alma mater.
I want to throw a little shout out to my buddy over there from Turpin, Oklahoma, Mario Mendoza. He's a big time Eagle Pass fan. We both played together in Eagle Pass. He said, Arriba los Eagles from Turpin, Oklahoma. I said, which Eagles? You continue that, and I'm going to turn off the volume.
There you go.
The Eagle Pass Eagles, Mario Mendoza.
We're in the pregame show brought to you by Ram Country Auto World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas, 830-872-3444. Call Grant Bibb. He was supposed to join us today, but I don't think he made the trip from Eagle Pass to San Antonio. We came early, and we got people sharing our Facebook post, and make sure that all the fans up here know that we are live streaming through our YouTube channel, realsportslive.com, and Real Sports Live on our YouTube channel, like I mentioned. So the
Hanna Eagles.
Hanna Eagles are coming into the field. The Eagle Pass is already on the field. They're on the north end, or the field is going from west to east. If you look at it,
That's why the sun is in our face.
Yeah,
Freddie.
the sun is in our face, and the sun right now is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's kind of already going towards the west end of the field, and we got about 7 minutes left, and we got the alma mater for Eagle Pass. As the fans on the home side for Eagle Pass, a nice contingency of people coming to the game. Brownsville did travel well. The visiting side fans.
Good crowd.
Yeah, it's a good crowd for them. And for the Eagles on the home side, they got some good fan base coming in. They got the Mighty Eagle Band playing the alma mater, and of course they're going to have the playing of our national anthem.
I love that Eagle War Cry.
The Eagle War Cry.
Man.
So we want to also send a shout out to the Brownsville Herald. We have Mark Molina that was earlier here. He retweeted our tweet. So thank you very much. Guys, don't forget that you can share it, like us, and follow us on Facebook. You can go to our Twitter page and follow us there. And then you can also follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel and get taken care of there as far as wanting to watch this game from anywhere you're at. If you're at home, you can put it on your smart TV. If you're at the airport, you can actually watch it on your phone. And so we got the playing of the national anthem.
All over the world. Our national anthem performed by the Eagle Pass Marching Band.
Draw the curtains, baby. It's showtime.
It is showtime as we get set for kickoff shortly here, 3:51, and the Eagle Pass Eagles coming in with their home unis, all white, the brown and gold of Hanna Eagles, as they both have the Eagle breakthrough. On both sides. It's a similar.
The Eagle mascot, it's the same way.
It's similar,
different
only
colors.
Orange and brown. Orange and brown. Brown over here on the Eagle Hanna side, and the burnt orange across from us on the home side. So we got this ready to go here from UIW, Incarnate Word, Benson Stadium, as the Eagle Pass Eagles.
Exciting. That's what it's all about.
Texas high school football, and they come out first onto the field. On the far side, as they have the come and take it flag alongside the Texas flag and the United States flag, and the big EP As
here come the Hanna Eagles.
Here comes the Hanna Eagles out on the visitor side. The brown and gold as their district winners, District 32 6A. Eagle Pass went to Far San Juan, and they were winners of District 31 6A.
Yeah, that was a trip right there.
Yeah, that was a trip.
6-hour drive, 5-hour drive, something like that. So now it's a neutral site, which is good for both teams.
Actually, 36A was Far San Juan. They were the winners of 36A. So now Eagle Pass meets another district winner in round 2 in the area round. For Eagle Pass, they finished third, just behind United and Alexander. It was a great season for Eagle Pass. They came in with high expectations, met those expectations with the type of team that they had this year. And again, it was one of those for Tom, as we talked to Tom, and we actually have with
and he's got a good program going on right now. 7th grade all the way up to the varsity level. They haven't lost too many games, Freddie.
Yeah, they haven't.
So they should be good for a few years here.
And this is what he said after the game last week.
RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, where the head coach of the Eagle Pass Eagles, Tom Gonzalez, coach, 34-28 overtime win. How great it is to be an Eagle tonight.
Oh, it's always great to be an Eagle, but tonight especially, our kids played hard. They showed their character when it came down to it. We had ups and downs throughout the game. I mean, it's a long game, and our kids played hard. I'm so proud of them.
Coach, it looked like you had control in that first half. In the second half, they came out. Guajardo kept them in the game. Even though he was hurt, he was still making some plays, extending plays. What did you talk about in halftime?
We just told them keep on keeping on, keep doing what they were doing. We saw their best already. We were ahead. If we kept that lead, we were going to win the game. And our kids, they wanted it more, and it came down to it. Guajardo's a great quarterback, but I think our defense stepped up and really contained them. They sacked them a bunch, but they are a very good football team. You can't take away their district championship because they are a great football team.
Cliches aside, defense wins championships, offense, sells tickets. But is it true to what it is as far as your defense keeps you in the game, keeps them out of the end zone for the most part?
Oh, definitely. We make calls, on different situations to go for it or punt or whatever, different situations in the game because of our defense. If you trust your defense and you know they're going to make plays, you can do anything.
Round 2, you're waiting on Weslaco East and Hanna.
I think it's Hanna.
It's Hanna winning, so are you going to flip tomorrow and find out where it is, or are you going to wait till Monday?
No, we already flipped. It's Friday, next Friday. I believe it's game time is still to be announced. I think it's 4 o'clock, but it'll be at Incarnate Word University.
In San Antonio, Incarnate Word. So that's where round 2 for the Eagles against Brownsville, Hanna.
You won that flip too.
There you go. You won the flip, and you chose to go to San Antonio, and to be announced as far as the time. This is Real Sports Live. Freddie Area, Coach Tom Gonzalez. Congratulations on the 34-28 victory, round 1 by district champions.
Thanks, Fred.
And that was a little bit of what he had to say. It was 1996 when these both teams played. As Conrado Perez is giving us a little tidbit of when they played back then. As the Eagle Pass Eagles will receive to the east of the field. Back deep is number 18, Carlos Santos, and number 31. As we get this game underway, right at the goal line. A reverse, brings it near side to the 10, crosses to the 15, and goes out of bounds. Is number 21.
San Benito and PSJ North 7-7 right now in the second quarter, Freddie.
There you go. So 7-7 in the second quarter?
Second quarter, yeah.
And number...
one of the scores that just came in.
So the first offensive plays for Eagle Pass, they have it at their own 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. As Eagle Pass will get the opening drive. As Richie,
a
little wildcat with Jose Hernandez to the outside. And he gets around the corner, gets maybe 2 yards on that one. Very unorthodox to watch that kind of play.
Freshman started
early,
huh?
yeah. So the freshman took the direct handoff, number 23, Jose Hernandez, and he took it to the 18, a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from
You're
the 18.
a pretty good athlete, Freddie, if you're starting in the playoff game as a freshman.
As a freshman, there you go. 5 receivers set, all bunched to the near side. Put Jay Herrera in motion.
Good shifting by the Hanna defense there.
And they come in a blitz.
Man, they came after him.
And that one is for a loss, a sack. I'm not quite sure it was in the interior, but I believe it was number 46, if I'm not mistaken, who came in untouched in the middle.
I think that was Jose Cruz, number 40, senior
40.
linebacker.
So the sack, number 40, Jose Cruz, backed a loss of 7 yards there. It'll be a 3rd and 15 to the 11-yard line. So 2 receivers set to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Luna.
They're shifting.
They
got him moving.
Actually got him moving. They threw it deep. As they're going to call probably a false start. Actually, an offsides. So an offsides gets 5 yards back. So it'll be a 3rd and 10. And that ball to the original line of scrimmage is 16. As that was a...
Yeah, I think the receiver was supposed to go deep, and he ran a short route, and there was nobody out there. That's a free play.
That was a free play there for Richie Luna and the offense. And you mentioned earlier in the pregame show that Hanna has a good front four, and they disguise a lot of their blitzes. So 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side, quick to Ray Mendoza, and he's going to get it to maybe the 18. So he gets a completed pass to the 18, a 2-yard pass play. It'll be a 4th and 8.
Number 21, Guevara made the play there?
Yes, on the outside.
Yeah.
He on that slip from the outside, he was able to get inside the inside receiver to get.
He got off his block, made a good play.
And then punting away is Ray Mendoza, back deep, number 24. And he gets it on the run. He's at the 50, cuts it back. He's at the 45 and is brought down at the 45-yard line. Looks like 44.
Yeah.
So
let's see what Hanna's got now.
Hanna will take over at the Eagle Pass 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hanna and Campos. And
defensively, you sure as heck don't want this, Freddie. You don't want their offense to be starting in your territory. You know, they're gonna have Eagle Pass is gonna have to get things going. It's early in the game though.
Yeah, 10-15 here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Hanna. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Brings a man in motion, and a give to number 24, and he gets hit.
He gets
crosses
hit hard.
a 40, yeah, and that was Ryan Chisholm and Nico Moyeda, number 5. So run by number 24, Cesar Macias, as he gets it to the Eagle 38-yard line. There'll be a 2nd and 5, a 5-yard carry there for Macias. This front 7 for Eagle Pass did a job on Trey Guajardo last week, and that one was almost picked off. As that was to number 1.
Good little hitch route there, 2-yard and back from Josh Monsivalles, I guess, that made the play for Eagle Pass. That's a good job.
I was actually Leckler, number 28 on that side.
Leckler
Yeah,
on that side.
Leckler on that side. So a 2-yard gain on that on the hitch pass. So it's going to be a 3rd and 3. 9:15 left. Campos looks at his wristband. Two receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. 2 backs in the backfield. RPO looking for a running room and gets stopped immediately at the 35-yard line.
That's a good job by the Eagle Pass defense. The linebackers filling the holes there and controlling those trenches right there. They're going to have 4th and short. I'm sure they're going to go for it.
Yeah, that edge. They got to secure that edge. And Moises Rocha, the senior, controlled that edge. as that ball carrier was number, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was number 6, wasn't it? On the other side, number 5.
It might have been number 6, yeah. Oh, number 5.
Yeah, on that
number 5, Roman Garay.
Yeah, Garay. So it's going to be a 4th and 2. And will take it himself and nowhere to go he is stopped immediately. He needed to get to the 34, cross the 34, and Campos did not even make it back to the 35, and that's a big defensive stop.
Big statement, Freddie, from the Eagle Pass defense. They did a good job holding them in their own territory. If nothing else, you know, you're looking to hold them to a field goal, but they did a good job and held them with no points there.
Yeah, the edge controlled, again, the Manny Rodriguez and Moises Rocha on the right side of the defensive front for Eagle Pass was controlling that side, and they were able to get. So now the second possession for Eagle Pass, 1st and 10 from their own 35. Jose Hernandez tries to step aside, and he couldn't. He loses a yard to the 34. And that front of Hanna is no joke. They come to play. They're not district champions of 32-60 for no reason. They come to play.
Oh, yeah. They run a GT there. The center blocked down, and the middle linebacker read it well. The twos did a good job plugging that up. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, we're in the first quarter. Trips to the far side. 1-on-1 to this side, and that one was to Jacob Reese to the near side, and that falls incomplete.
And now they have 3rd and long. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of play they call here in Eagle Pass.
When you're behind the sticks, Coach, and that's one of the biggest things. They were not behind the sticks too much against Farsa or against the Bears last week. When you're behind the sticks, it doesn't open too much of your playbook, does it?
No, it doesn't really, especially when you're in your own territory. You know, you got to be smart because you don't get that play. You want to get a good punt off and get them in a little worse field position.
That's
a little trap up the field, up the middle.
Up the middle for that was number 21, the ball carrier, Perales, and he gets it across the 35 to the 36. So a 2-yard gain for Perales, and it brings a 4th down and 9 at the 36. 3 and out. That's their second 3 and out. So again, early on, both teams are kind of feeling themselves out and seeing what they're going to do and how they're going to come out. Back deep is number 24, number 22, I believe, and punting away is Ray Mendoza. Angle kick to the and hits the number 31 right on the head, and actually the ball is going to be spotted at the 31-yard line of. That's where he. Actually, they bring it back to the 37-yard line. That's where it hit, but I'm sure it was further up.
Yeah, so they marked it at the 37-yard line. I don't know what they saw something different.
So Hanna with their second, they start now at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
They go no back set as well.
They go empty back set, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Come in motion. Quick and tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Quick slant. It looked like it was the defensive end that tipped it. Who was that?
Yeah, it was number 94. If not, it was, number 40, the sophomore Charlie Schussler, who had a great game last week too.
Yeah, Charlie Schussler does a good job for Eagle Pass. He's done a good job all year, and he's going to need to do a good job again today, all day long.
So incomplete pass. We'll give to number 24, and he gets stopped immediately. And he'll lose some yardage there. 6:41 left here in the first quarter. From University of Incarnate Word, area playoff, Texas high school football. Rudy Gonzalez alongside Freddie Heredia. We're giving you all the play-by-play on our YouTube channel and our realsportslive.com website.
3rd and long, just what the Eagles faced a little while. The Eagle Pass Eagles faced a bit ago. See how these guys.
3rd and 11. Yes. Ball at the 36-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. 1-on-1 situation to the near side. A timing route there. Yeah. The intended receiver is number 12, and that's Ernesto Mendoza, the junior, who tried to get past the sticks and come back for the ball and falls incomplete.
Yeah, Jose Moncevalles was on him though. It was a little short in the pass, but Jose Moncevalles was on that receiver. Good.
So we got 2 3-and-outs, and that's what we talked about, the keys before the game.
Yeah, right now it's turned out to be a defensive battle.
There you go.
Which is good. Oh, I think they were offside.
And I think they were offsides.
It'll still be 4th down.
Number 11 will let it.
I don't see any flags, Freddie.
Roll out at about the 7-yard line. That was Isaac Gonzalez who let the ball hit. There was an offside, so they might just give him 5 yards and then re-kick or decline the
They're probably
penalty.
going to decline and keep Eagle Pass inside their own 10-yard line there.
They'll get the result of the play. So yeah, they elected to go ahead and
the 12-yard line.
Yeah, the 12-yard line. So now Eagle Pass has it at their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for Richie Luna, their 3rd possession of the afternoon. And then here in the first quarter, 5:59 left. 3 receivers bunched up to the far side, one to the near side, quick to number 11, Gonzalez, and he takes it to the 20-yard line as they brought number 70 to block out here. That pass was complete to number 11, Isaac Gonzalez, and he gets an 8-yard gain there to the 20 as they spot him, 2nd and 2.
Jared Lozano almost tipped that ball from the defensive end position. It was close.
Yeah, number 40.
Good job.
Number 48, the senior DN, doing a great job on the end, and they're been controlling the outsides. 2 receivers near to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Richie Luna. The press on the receivers, middle for number 21, and he gets it across as Perales gets it across to the 20.
You got a Hanna, or you got a
45.
Brandon Estevas is down, junior for Hanna, defensive tackle.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle football on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
718 HERT.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
And we're back. Yeah, it is the first down of the game. As
got 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
We got 5:12 left. The ball at the 24-yard line. The Eagles are going from left to right. They're going from east to west here at the stadium. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon for Texas high school football. Area playoff. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Richie Luna. Has in the backfield. Number 21 bounces it out to the outside. He's across the 30 to the 34-yard line.
It's a little sweep to the left to the wide side. Away from the strength.
Yeah, away from. And it goes to the 33-yard line. It's a nice 7-yard gain there for Perales. It'll be a 2nd and 3. Actually, 2nd and 1, a 9-yard gain, excuse me. 2nd and 1. We'll give to Perales again and gets it across to the 35.
The same play to this side now.
So 2 yards. Needed 1, got 2, and that's the second first down. So 4:18 getting into the flow of the game. And again, Coach, sometimes you script the first 15 plays.
Exactly.
You know, when you get into
and then you just start getting the feel of the game, and you just forget about the script, and you just start going how you feels. You know, it's I never like to do that from the press box because I never really got a good feel of it.
Quick out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cuts it in 45-40. Gets hit hard as he crosses the 45 to the 46. Hit by number 25. And that's Andres Sutane. And all the way down to the 46.
The ball now. Second first down here. Another GT.
And that one waiting for the blocker. Patiently cuts it. He's at the 40. He's in the clear. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Eagle pass. A 54-yard touchdown to the near side. No flags. 6-0. Eagle pass.
Yeah, that's a good job by the running back. They're just running the GTs against Brownsville Hanna. Obviously, they saw something that's working for them. They're staying with it. And that was a good job by the freshman, Josh Hernandez, with that 54-yard scamper. It was a good job.
Yeah, he waited for his guard to pull. He was looking. He was patiently looking for that. And there is a flag.
They called it back.
Yeah, they called it back.
Yeah,
there is a flag to the near side. That's what I was waiting for. And when from our standpoint, I didn't see the flag.
Yeah, I was looking for flags as they were running down. He was running down the field, Freddie. I didn't see anything. Well, of course, the sun is right in our eyes over here, so it's kind of hard to see this.
Yeah, so that negates that 54-yard touchdown. And it brings them back to the 40-yard line. So it's going to be a first and 15 for Eagle pass.
Second and 15.
Second and 15. So now 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation has Hernandez in the backfield. We'll bring a man in motion. And I believe that was a delay of game.
Delay of game, Eagle pass.
So 2 penalties, a holding penalty on Eagle pass and a delay of game.
Yeah, that's where I'm talking about, Freddie. They got to keep their composure. You know, you shouldn't have a delay of game these type of games. You know, you got to keep your composure and keep a cool head in a hot game, like I said last week. Because this is going to turn out to be a hot game, it looks like.
Yeah, and you mentioned it on the pregame show that was one of the major keys for them to do is the fact that
that you got 2 good teams out there, 2 championship teams, and little things like that is what make the difference in this ball game.
3:34 left here in the first quarter. The ball now marched back to the 35-yard line of Eagle Pass. They started their drive at the 12-yard line. Luna will bring a man in motion. We'll give to Hernandez up to the middle. Gets a couple of yards to the 40-yard line. So he gets 5 yards back. So it's going to be a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, he got about 5 yards. He got it a little bit. He still has a long ways to go.
Yeah, they need to get to the Hanna 40. It looks like the 44, 43.
Yeah, 44-yard line.
44-yard line to get the first down.
They're on their own 40 right now.
Yeah, they're on their own 40. So 3 receivers set to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation for Luna. Luna looks at what is pre-snap, and there's a penalty. There's a false start.
There's stemming, and which moving on the offensive line, on the defensive line, and that's what you try to create when you stem like that. You try to create movement from the offensive line. If you don't get that, then you try to create confusion from the blocks of the offensive line. At this point here, the Eagles offensive lineman moved, and it cost them 5 yards.
Yeah, Emmanuel Valderas, the sophomore O-line, came out, and Ray Galindo came back in. So they bring him back after that 5-yard play. Now it's a 3rd and 20 again after the penalty. And the ball to Ray Mendoza to the 40-yard line.
First down.
Nice play.
Ray Mendoza made a lot of great catches last week as well, like he has throughout the year, to keep this drive alive.
To the 38, quick tempo of Hanna as they give it to Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get to the outside and gets hit in the backfield. Number 34 comes in on a tackle from the far edge.
Yeah, they're staying with that GT and the G's, you know, against Hanna. Hanna has that cover 2 look. So they're trying to hit him up the middle.
Yeah, they're trying
inside
to get
the tackle. They're trying to
yeah.
stay inside the tackles in their run game.
So to the 39, loss of 1 there on that play. So 2nd and 11 with 2:10 left. And Richie Luna up the middle, gets it across to the 35. So
Coach Cotton is doing a good job mixing it up on 1st down, 2nd down, you know, run, pass. I'm trying to keep some stats here while we're up here, but he's doing a good job mixing it up, running pass.
It was a 2nd and 11 with those 5 yards. Actually, they're going to bring it back, and the line judge
too many penalties
on the near side has been happy.
He's he's getting happy there. Normally, you know, these kind of games, they let the players play, you know. I mean, you don't want the game to be decided upon a flag unless it's really something that's obvious. But normally the officials let the players play, and it's just a big game right now.
So the ball to the 44-yard line of Hanna. They're in Hanna territory with 1:39 and counting here in the first quarter. 3 receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far side, shotgun formation. So they have one-on-one situation on the outside, and they go to the near side. And both of them were open on the near side and the far side. He made a double move on the far side as far as Ray Mendoza, and he had him there clear. The inside receiver in Isaac Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, a senior. And they've been isolating Isaac, you know. I mean, you would think they would isolate
Ray a little bit more.
Ray Mendoza. They've been isolating Isaac more.
So that pass was incomplete to number 11. Now brings it 3rd and 15 in Hanna territory. There, the ball at the 44-yard line. 0-0 the score. Bring a man in motion, Lopez.
There it is to Ray. Isolated
him. Inside. And he got brought down by number 21, Guevara. So that pass was complete.
4th down. It's going to be a decision time for Eagle Pass.
As he got to the 37. Nice 7-yard gain there, 4th and 9. Is it 4th down territory, or do you punt it away and try and pin them deep?
Well, you know, the thing about it is you got 4th and long. I mean, you're nothing else. You're going to run a trick play here, or you're just going to try to pooch it up high and try to get the ball inside their 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what they did. Nice row, Eagle Pass row, and that one is going to go inside the 5-yard line.
That's what you want to do right there. Pin them back, and let's see what happens.
So a great punt by Ray Mendoza and pins him back. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Football on RoadSportsLive.com, Road Sports Live Southwest.
I'd like to know
Eagle Grocery, located in downtown Eagle Pass, La Tienda de los Venados supports our local high schools. Come visit us as we remodel our store through the Main Street program. Come see our displays of holiday party items. Come visit our meat market and enjoy our renowned homemade chicken salad. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
And we're back live at their own 4, 36 seconds. Campos gets the ball. He calls his own number, tries to come up the middle, and is brought down as we have under 30 seconds. Campos calls his number on the 1st and 10 from their own 4, trying to get out of the shadows of the end zone.
Yeah, he ran his own GT there up the middle for about 3-4 yard gain.
And Campos, 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a junior quarterback, so he'll be coming back next year. Ball to the 7.
Quarterback.
A 2nd and 7. Quick out. And is brought down immediately to the far side.
Doesn't look like he got anything.
Not sure if he got anything. We're looking to see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, just that little hitch pass. I think that's a quarter, Freddie.
Yeah, that
0-0 score.
0-0 score. We'll be back with more. You're watching Eagle Football on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard where we make sure our customers are number one.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
And we're back live, second quarter, as we end the first 0-0 tied. And the second quarter starting.
Eagle Pass hasn't pinned back. Let's see what they do here in this third down play. It's a big play for the Eagles.
3rd and 9, swing pass out to the outside, and it gets dropped. Number 32 there in for the tackle. That's George Gonzalez. Read that play out to the outside, and that was number 24 on the receiving end, Cesar Macias. And that senior running back was not able to do anything on that pass play from Campos.
Yeah, that was a great job by that linebacker there. You know, he read it perfectly, and it was a safe play to call for Hanna. All they needed was 4 yards there to get their first down, and Eagle Pass read it well. Big play for the defense.
A loss of 5 yards, and that one, George Gonzalez, the DN. Are they going to bring the house here?
I think they're going for a good return here, Freddie. Oh.
Yeah, and he couldn't advance it. He actually called a fair catch, so.
Yeah.
And the fair catch at
you play that
36.
punt return, different ways. I always played it different way. We either brought them or came after it for the block, but then you got to take your chances there that they rough the punter and get a first down, a cheap first down, and you don't want that either. You have a good return team, good return man back there. Might as well get your return and get some yards on there.
Exactly. So 1st and 10, 11-15, live from UIW, home of the Cardinals, Incarnate Word, University of Incarnate Word. Area playoffs 2018. Eagle Pass now has the ball in Hanna territory. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Luna. Swing out, number 23.
They're running the same play.
They ran the same play. Now he gets away across the 35 to the 34. He had some of his blockers down the near side.
Looked like he had a little window there, but it's easier for us to see than it is for him down there when everybody else is coming after him.
The ball to the 34. So a 2-yard pass play there. 2nd and 8 now for Eagle Pass with 10:48 here in the second quarter. Tight matchup between both teams. A 9-1 Hanna team coming in. Eagle Pass at 9-2. We'll give it to number 23, and he is wrapped up in the backfield. The ball, as he was down, already called down on the.
Yeah, Hanna linebacker Jose Cruz read that really well. It's going back to that GT again, and it's those kind of plays. They'll work a couple of times and then they'll bust a couple of times. You just gotta, you can't get away from those plays. They're your bread and butter, and you just gotta keep coming with them.
Having a short field now, being 3rd and 10. Again, they had short field right now when they punted and they pin them deep. Is this again another 4-down territory for Eagle Pass and try and see if they can try and get some points here?
I don't think if they don't get anything here, Freddie, I think I try to pin them again like they did earlier. Here's 4th down. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. You want to play that game. It's an important ball game. It's a win or lose. Loser goes home, stays home, packs it in for the off season. So you want to play smart. You don't want to play too safe. But right now it's too early to take all kinds of gambles, I think. So I would definitely want to punt and hopefully pin Hanna Eagles inside their territory, inside the 10-yard line again.
9:49 left here in the second quarter, and the sun is shining bright on
right
some Friday football. And there is a high snap, but there was a false start. We mentioned, and you mentioned, Rudy, earlier that the Hanna front line is jumping, is causing havoc, something that Eagle Pass has not seen too much of, as people switching and going from gap to gap, so to speak.
Yeah. I like doing that. As a defensive coordinator, I love doing that. Everybody that faced me was going to see that several times a quarter. And Hanna's doing the same thing, and I've always liked it, and Eagle Pass is having trouble with it right now. And actually, in this condition right now, it's probably a good thing that Eagle Pass got that penalty so he can get now a good punt.
And that one, angle punt.
I think he should have hit it a little bit tougher there.
It takes a roll.
Takes a good roll.
And actually, number 24 over there, Cesar Mancias, went over there just to see if he was able to kind of pick up and go. But nonetheless, they pin him inside. Well, actually, inside about the 10-yard line.
About the 10 and a half.
Yes, sir. And we're going to keep it here. We're not going to go to break, as Hanna has it now at their own 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
Eagle Pass done a good job pinning Hanna. Let's see what Hanna does here, you know. They haven't been able to drive the ball down, Eagle Pass. This defense, they've done a good job containing the quarterback, containing Mancias and receivers, and they're going to have to continue playing this way for 4 quarters.
That ball right there to the inside receiver, number 5, complete from number 2, Campos, to Roman Garay. And Garay gets it to the 16-yard line, a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5.
So Hanna comes out with a pass in the first down.
Trying to open up 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And that one almost picked off. It was Monsiváis who got there at the point. That was number 12, the intended receiver, Ernesto Mendoza.
A little slant route on the weak side, isolate the receiver over there. And I'll tell you what, Eagle Pass's secondary, Josh Monsiváis, did a great job defending that. Got 3rd down now. Going to run little doubles.
3rd and 5, 9:04 left. The ball at the 16. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. And middle of the field, and the coaches on our side said the slant was open on the inside receiver. That was number 60, intended receiver.
Yeah, that one was open. We have the Hanna coaches right next to us, and they're yelling over here that it's open, it's open. It sure was. But you got to get the ball there. You got to get the ball to your receiver's hands, make plays. And actually, if he would have caught that, Freddie, he would have gone a long ways.
Yeah, he would have had some open green. And 0-0, second quarter.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. They have a late substitution in there. Number 45 comes in quickly as they are getting ready to punt it away. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're going to go for some trickery, but
too deep in their own territory to do that. Eagle Pass needs a good return here.
Chisholm takes it to the outside. He's at the 45 and gets brought down by number 55. And that was
it's becoming a defensive battle.
Doug Tolman, the senior center, gets down the field and gets that. So a defensive battle, like Rudy said. Eagles has it now at their own. Actually, no, they're in Hanna territory.
They're in Hanna territory once again.
44-yard line, 1st and 10. They've had 3 possessions in Hanna territory in the past three possessions. Not been able to take care of that.
But they've got to take advantage of that.
To the near side, that's Hernandez. Hernandez stutter steps, still on his feet.
Good run.
Inside the 20, the 35.
Eagle Pass has run the ball on 1st down 6 times and passed it 4 times. So they're mixing it up really well for the Hanna defensive coordinator, J.C. Ramirez. Got him a little confused right now.
To the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Yeah, they that one to the near side, and that was actually and again
GT keep.
A keep, as that was to the near side. Not sure why he didn't cut it back up inside.
It looked like if he would have banged it up
inside, he would have gotten some more yardage.
He would have done good, yeah. And you normally call that bang, bounce, or bend. You know, you got to do one of those 3 as a runner.
So no gain on that one. 32 at the 32 would be 2nd and 10 as Richie Luna took it, called his own number. Second quarter, 8:16 left. We're live on our YouTube channel. I want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 to the far side. Empty back set for the Eagles. Castillon up the middle, and his own lineman kind of tackled him there. He was trying to find a crease and could not get through.
Yeah, that was a little quarterback draw there, and there was nothing there.
3rd and 11. Do you think that with the press, because they're pressing the receivers and a timeout called, and we're going to take a quick timeout. Timeout called, Eagle Pass with 7:47. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more after this.
Eagle Pass Dental Clinic, for a great smile. Come by and visit us. We're located at 1606 Garrison Street. We're now taking new patients, children and adults. Private insurance, self-pay, and Medicaid. Call in today to make an appointment with Dr. Alvarez at 830-757-1500. That's Eagle Pass Dental Clinic.
Teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
And we're back live. Drops back, throwing, and that one is intercepted.
I think it's an interference call, too.
There should have been an interference. I'm not sure if
there's a flag.
There is a flag. I know that one of the corners actually grabbed the jersey of Ray Mendoza as he got an in and out.
That was double coverage.
Into double coverage, yeah.
Yeah. Ray Mendoza is a tall receiver for the Eagles. You know, at 6'5", 180. You got him holding automatic first down.
Yeah, holding automatic first down. But are they gonna place it at the? It's gonna be an automatic first down.
It's from the line of scrimmage.
Okay, from the spot.
From the spot.
So it's an automatic first down. So they got they got it to the 23. So they were at the 30, so they got an extra 10 yard. They just got a 10 yard there.
It's a 10-yard penalty and automatic first down.
Automatic first down on that penalty. Outside to number 21. Cuts it back inside. Still on his feet. And I believe they called him down to the outside. That's number 21. Perales on that reception from Richie Luna. Loses 2 yards to the 25, so it's second.
Tell you what, Jared Lozano, the senior from Brownsville, Hanna, he's coming real close to tipping that ball, batting that ball. They need to be real careful with that.
Side angle, second quarter, 0-0 area playoff, Texas high school football. We're live on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
No backfield.
No one in the backfield with a. Will tuck it in, looking downfield, can't find anybody. And gets it across the 20 inside the red zone to the 17-yard line. Looks like 17 as number 10.
Yeah, that was a good scramble by
Richie Luna.
Quarterback Richie Luna. You know, a little short there. Now was another big play here for Eagle Pass, 3rd and long. But they're in field goal range. I know there was a disciplinary problem with one of their kickers. I don't know if it was a field goal kicker or just their
actually, yeah,
he
was
make the trip.
their place kicker, and he was also their punter before Ray Mendoza. But 3 receivers to the near side, one to the far side, shotgun formation, press from Hanna. Looking, middle of the field, and incomplete. Is that slant.
Good play by 21. Lee Guevara, the senior, he's done a good job staying up with Ray Mendoza. They look like they're about the same size, same height. You know, they have the same build. That's a great job by him.
And
Big play,
that was,
3rd down play.
That was one of the things that they were talking about during as far as the leading up to the game is having a corner that it was going to match up with Ray. So the lefty kicker Eric Ramirez puts it up and through for 3 points.
First points of the game with 6:39 left in the second quarter.
There you go, 3-0. We'll be back with more after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
If you have suffered an injury due to someone else's negligence, including 18-wheeler or other motor vehicle accidents, injuries from defective products, or work injuries, including oil field accidents, you're entitled to seek compensation. Contact the office of Mata Cortez Law Firm at 626 Madison Street in Eagle Pass, Texas, or call us today at 830-776-5480 for a free consultation.
And we're back live. 3-0 the score as the Eagles take a 3-0 lead. And that one from 34 yards out as he puts it through the uprights with 6:39 left here in the second quarter, excuse me. Eagles go up 3-0 in a contested battle here. A defensive battle for both Eagles, Hanna and Eagle Pass. And it goes through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what how Hanna answers here.
We got any updates on the other scores around the state?
Let me see what's coming up. No, I don't have anything coming up. Still San Benito and PSJ North is still saying it's 7-7. Lake Travis 28 over San Antonio Madison 14.
28-14 on that one.
Sherryland is 28-28 now. Brenham came back. They were losing 28-27 on Sherryland 5A playoff game.
And Macias up the middle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
That was just straight zone read or up the gut. And they've done the same thing with Roger Olivas, the defensive coordinator. He's been seeing 3 runs and 3 passes on that.
So on a first and 10, yeah, Macias took it to the 31, a 6-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 4. Give it and now cut back inside. He's in the clear. Power. He's at the 40. And Roger Ulua will kind of wrangle him as he crosses midfield to the 45, actually the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's a little power play with Macias. He just made things happen. It was wide open, and it looked like he was going to go all the way. Yeah.
So a nice run there for Macias, number 24, the senior running back. 5'9", 170. He's fast, like I said, and good vision. He is. Yeah. He had good vision there. He's a cutback. Number 6 now takes it up the middle and stopped by a handful of Eagles at the 40-yard line. So 4-yard gain on a 1st and 10. That was number 6 on the ball carry. Aaron Frausto, the fullback.
I haven't seen Victor Campos keep the ball very much at all.
Second and 6 now with 5:19. Drops back, looking, throwing to the near side, and intercepted. At the 5-yard line, Raul Leckler, and he's trying to find the blocker. Great, as he sensed the hit from the receiver. He thought that he was going to get called for pass interference, but he looked back for the ball. They both looked back. It was incidental contact. A great interception.
A great interception. And Miguel Payan, that's a go-to guy, and he did a good job covering him, I tell you.
And that one is Eagle Pass with 5:04 left here in the second quarter. The first turnover of the game. And Eagle Pass has it at their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Do you think that...
Let's see if Eagle Pass can sustain a drive here for the 5-minute duration here.
So looking for blockers, being patient out to the outside. That's number 23, Hernandez. Hernandez will get out of bounds.
Looks like a 7-yard, 8-yard carry.
It looks like it's at the 18.
No, More of a 6-yard carry.
A 6-yard carry on that one. So it's 2nd and 4 for number 23, Jose Hernandez, is a freshman. Second quarter, 3-0. Eagle Pass leads it. We're at Gail and Tom Benson Stadium. University of Incarnate Word, the South Latin Conference champions of this year. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Quick double move. Has a man open and threw it out of bounds, trying to get the outside shoulder on that one. And that was intended for number 13, David Lopez. David Lopez, a big reception last week in Far, a 78-yard touchdown catch and run. And he got the crowd up and roaring and got the Eagle Pass Eagles up by 2 touchdowns in that game when he scored in that third quarter. 4:48, ball at the 18. Rolls out near side, looking. Flares it out and in and out of the hands of number 23.
That would have been a first down right there.
Yeah, there would have been a first down because he had
nobody
around him. And you mentioned they had to sustain a drive here for 5 minutes, and they come up short. 4th and 4 here. The ball at the 18-yard line of Eagle Pass. Brownsville Hanna, after giving up that interception, a great interception. It was a great play.
Yeah, J.C. Ramirez did a great job as defensive corner for Brownsville Hanna, holding them to 3 and out right there with a lot of time left now with 4:42, and they're going to get good field position against Eagle Pass here.
Bunted away. Number 24, Macias, will get it at about the 49 of his own 49. And great downfield tackling by number 22. That is
a little scuffle on the field.
Yeah, De Los Santos, number 22, Mando De Los Santos, the sophomore. He comes in punt coverage and gets Macias. As Macias was looking to break it off. And he was
that could have been
down.
damaging if he would have gotten yards. They did a good job of holding him right there right after the catch. The rest of the Eagles should have piled on.
Yeah, exactly.
They looked like they were just watching there. You need to fly to the ball. I tell you what, these kind of games, Freddie, you got to fly to the ball. You got to have 11 people on the ball at all times because you never know what's going to happen. It could be a turnover, it could be a missed tackle. You got to have 11 hats on the ball every play.
Ball of the 47 will give to Macias, trying to cut it back inside and cannot find any running room as number 50, number 45, number 25, David Cupros. Number 45 also, Jacob Salinas coming in on that tackle. And as you said, fly to the ball. No gain on that one to the 47, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was good defensive pursuit. There was nothing there. That forcing unit, the trenches right now are playing a big part in this ball game for both teams.
Yeah, under 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Looking, Campos now tucks it in, looking downfield. He's got a man open and overthrows number 24, Macias, as he got behind the defense.
Actually, looked like all 3 receivers were wide open there,
Incomplete as that one falls. 3rd and 10 now. The ball at the 47-yard line of Hanna. And as you mentioned, Rudy, everybody was behind the defense. Campos was trying to roll or actually step into the pocket and out of the pocket to get some throwing lanes there.
Yeah, he's not a scrambler like PSJ was last week.
Yeah, Campos rolling, finding, rolls out. And that was kind of patting it right there. He rolls out again.
Well,
he's still looking downfield. He's got a man wide open in the middle of the field. And out of bounds, that was number 6. And that's exactly what Hanna needed here as they got a play downfield.
A big play, and I just said he wasn't a scrambler, but I tell you what, he bought himself some time to get the ball downfield. He's not a scrambler as far as keeping the ball and tucking it and trying to get his own yard, but he sure did buy himself some good time to get those receivers wide open. Yeah. You can only cover so much.
Yeah, you can only cover, and Macias gets the carry and gets it to the 20-yard line, a 3-yard carry on that one. Yeah, the defense can only do so much, and as far as him buying some time, they were practicing that kind of in the scout
drill.
team. Yeah, in a scout team, they were actually trying to
you have
indicate
to
what
practice
it
that
does.
scramble drill for the DBs. They tend to look at the quarterback instead of find the receivers.
Yeah, Macias gets it up the middle, makes a move, makes
Oh,
another
what a
move, and 5 touchdown. Hanna Eagles with 2:53, 20-yard touchdown run.
What a move! He left two Eagle defenders just tackling air right there. That was a good move by that man.
Yeah, with 2:53 left here in the second quarter, the Hanna Eagles go up 6-3 with the point after yet to come. And number 24, the senior Cesar Macias, goes 20 yards to pay dirt into the end zone on a touchdown run that left some Eagles from Eagle Pass on the field.
Tackling air.
Yep.
Yeah, that goes to show. I mean, again, it goes back to being a crucial game. Eagle Pass had their chances. They were in Hanna's territory a couple of times without any kind of points. When you're in territory like that, deep in that territory, you got to come out with some points. Eagle Pass came out with 3 points in 3 times that they were inside Hanna's territory. So they're going to have to come back the second half. Well, we still have 3 minutes here, and there's a lot of things that can happen in 3 minutes of a ball game.
There you go. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Football on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Today's high school football game is being brought to you in part by Cardenas Motors in Brownsville. We've been supporting Brownsville High School football since 1971, and we're proud to support our very own Hanna High School Golden Eagles. Go Eagles, and remember, at Cardenas Motors, you always get a winning drive.
And we're back live as the Hanna Eagles take a 7-3 lead here with 2:53 left here in the second quarter. Monsiváis will pick up the ball at his own 5-yard line, brings it up the middle. He's across the 30. Actually, he's to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
So a 5-play drive that started at their own 47. It looked like promising for the defense for the Eagles to get them a 3-and-out, and then a play that was
a big play.
A big play.
A big play. A quarterback scrambles, he buys time. The receivers, and defensive backs get separation there. The defensive backs, every time a quarterback scramble, they tend to look at the quarterback instead of finding the receivers. I always tell them, hey, he's not going to throw to you, so you better find the receiver you got to cover. He is going to throw to.
Yeah, it gives to number 21, Perales. Perales gets stopped immediately, gets no gain on that one on a 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what the Eagles, how they handle this last 2.5 minutes of the second quarter. Try to drive it down with no time left, get at least a field goal.
Well, the big thing is they still have their timeouts. They still have 2 timeouts. Hanna has 3 timeouts, so they still have time to do what they need to do down the field. So,
thing about it is, if Hanna holds them here, they're probably going to call a timeout and try to get good field position.
Perales finds some running room and gets it across the 32, the 32 maybe.
Yeah, and there's Hanna's timeout. Now they see that they might have time.
Yeah, they might have time. It's 2 minutes there.
Make something happen if they hold them here, get the ball, and try to get a score for themselves. Eagle Pass has to use the clock wisely here.
7-3 second quarter and 3rd and 8. We'll be back with more after this.
This is Roque Vela Jr., owner, operator of JetBow North. And on behalf of my family and JetBow North staff, I'd like to wish every student athlete a safe and successful year.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
So we're back live, 7-3, 3rd and 8. The ball at the 32-yard line of Eagle Pass. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Big
Man
play
in motion.
here for the Eagles, for both Eagles, offense and defense. I tell you.
Drops back, looking.
Little rail, little wheel route,
and
wide
open at the 40 and crossed the 30. That was Oscar Castillo, and a connection between number 10, Richie Luna, to number 14, as they paid attention to the inside route. And all the way down to the Hanna 30, looks like the 26-yard line.
Big play for the
big play. 1:51 left. We'll give to number 21, Perales, and gets upended by number 40. And he's crashing in hard. Number 40, Jose Cruz, the linebacker.
The middle linebacker position, Freddie.
Yeah, he is doing some work as Perales gets upended and loses. Does he lose a yard? Or is it right at the 26? There's a flag.
A yard from here.
Well, there's a flag on the play, so we'll see what that flag is.
There must have been some confusion. It looked like Eagle Pass. One guard pull right, one pull left.
Yeah.
So
illegal substitution on the defense, so they're gonna mark it off.
Again, it goes back to penalties. You don't want to have penalties in your own territory.
Yeah.
And give them a free.
Free play.
Here.
So 7-3 is the score. Second quarter. 1st and 5 from the 21 of Hanna. Minute 45. Luna will roll out. Give it to Hernandez. Trying to get to the outside. Turns the corner. Comes inside. He's at the 10. 5. Fighting. And gets it to the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you what. This little freshman is impressing the heck out of me. I haven't seen him play that much, but he is phenomenal right now. He's playing a really good football. He keeps his feet, keeps his balance. He does a great job. You know, anybody else would probably go out of bounds, but he kept his feet and went inside and made some cuts and got extra yards.
Yeah, he got extra yards, and we got a minute 33. The ball inside the 2-yard line, and he fought that one because he tried to turn that corner. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Hey guys, Eddie Sanchez, owner of Kumo Fit, located at 575 Commercial Street in downtown Eagle Pass. We invite you guys to come join us. We got equipment for everything from machines to free weights to bumpers. You name it, we got it. Come check us out, guys.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. That's it. And we're back live 7-3 with a minute 33. The ball 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. An 18-yard run, a 19-yard run to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal
For Hernandez. Gets
Hanna's
the ball
got the big boys in there.
He goes
Touchdown.
in for an Eagle touchdown.
What an answer for the Eagle Pass Eagles. That's a tremendous way to answer back with a minute 22 left in the second quarter. Hanna had put their beef in there, the big boys on the defensive line, and Eagle Pass just opened a hole for that
Jose Hernandez. 2-yard touchdown run with a minute 22, and we have a 9-7 game here with the point after attempt yet to be. And that this drive started at their own 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, a 6-play drive.
They maintained their composure, and they did a good job. Hanna called timeouts thinking they were going to get the ball back, and they're still going to get the ball back with pretty good time. They have a minute 22 I guess Eagle Pass took about a little over a minute to score as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they both had similar drives as the touchdown drive also was a 5-play drive for Hanna. With I believe, it was a 5-play drive, and I believe they had 2 minutes. I think it was like 2-something left in the on the clock. Actually, it was about 2:15 left on the clock. So 10-7 second quarter, and you're watching RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, Fox Sports Southwest, along with the University of Incarnate Word. Freddie Rea, alongside Rudy Gonzalez, our camera operator, Dean Contreras, up top, second quarter. 10-7. What a game. A minute 22 left still in the second quarter. Rudy.
It's a defensive battle. It's still a defensive battle, even though the last time, Hanna drove it. They had a decent field position in their own 47-yard line and scored. Eagle Pass did a good job right now driving it down Hanna's defense. So it's going to see what happens here the second half. If they continue playing a defensive battle or it just opens wide open.
Well, you mentioned before in our pregame show, Ram Country Auto World pregame show, you mentioned that there was undercards, and then there was a main bout, right?
That's
so
right.
The undercards right now are kind of being played at the 2-yard line. Comes near side, middle of the field, and gets brought down by number 52 in on the tackle for the Eagles on special teams. That's Raul Olivas.
That was a great run by number 22. He took it on the 2-yard line. Great run. Good little scat back.
Yeah, Brian Duran. Number 22 brings it all the way back to the Hanna 34-yard line from the 2. A 32-yard kickoff return, 1st and 10 for the Hanna Eagles as the sun is now
a minute 14. The sun is right in our eyes.
It's right in our eyes, but it's not blaring yet. I mean, it's not blaring anymore. 3 receivers to the near side, one of the far side. Campos drops back, looking. Can't find anybody. Now rolls near side, still looking, and throws it. And almost intercepted as that falls. And Campos really was trying to throw it out of bounds. But the angle that he was at, he actually threw it inbounds and right over the outstretched hands of number 45.
Of Eagle
Pass.
Yeah, Jacob Salinas. And actually, he had a guy open in the middle, but he was rolling to the right, and that was going to be a tough throw to turn his shoulders and throw that ball down the middle.
So 2nd and 10 incomplete.
A little power play.
Gives it to Cesar Macias, who gets it.
That's an interesting call right there, with less than a minute left.
Yeah, to the 42-yard line.
Hanna still has 2 minutes left, two timeouts left.
Yeah, 2 timeouts with 45 seconds left. And Campos will move Macias to his right side. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Now brings a motion. Looking for the pressure and sacked.
It was supposed to be a screen play. Yeah, he was rolling to the right, was going to throw left, and there was nothing there. The Eagle Pass picked it up really well. And he couldn't throw the ball. It's going to be an illegal man downfield.
Yeah, they got him for a loss at the 25-yard line, and that was number 25 and number 32 in on the tackle.
Now, if I'm Eagle Pass with 25 seconds left, I guarantee you I'm coming after him, Freddie.
Yeah, well, at the 25, you kind of try and set up to where you get a hands team also. Good hands, good guys that have good hands deep, just in case they do.
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to come after him here on a 4th and 18, as they had a 3rd and 1, and they're set up for that screenplay, and it goes for a loss. It was a big loss.
Yeah, the way they've been running the ball, I think if they would have run a little power play, they would have gotten their first down. But it's just kind of give and take. What do you want? Because you still have the clock you have to contend with. And like I said, they had 2 timeouts. They could have probably used a timeout and talk about that 3rd down play.
So 10-7 to score, 4th and 18. The ball at the 25-yard line of Hanna. Back deep to punt is number 1, if I'm not mistaken. It's Michael Paya.
Yeah, I think it's Miguel Payan is his name.
Miguel.
He's a utility player. He's the one that.
And there's a fair catch by number 1, Ryan Chisholm.
going to be interesting here. 17 seconds, what the Eagles do.
The Eagle Pass has it at their own 45-yard line. It looks actually, no, they spotted it at the 47.
With one timeout left.
Do you throw to the middle of the field, or do you throw to the outside, something outside?
Yeah, I think I would try to hit some kind of sideline route, stop the clock and try to get at least a field goal right here before you go in.
17 seconds left here, and a timeout call. That was the last timeout called for. Actually, no, Hanna has 2 timeouts, so 17 seconds left. Hanna calls timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more. You're watching Eagle football on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Flora Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
And we're back with 17 seconds. A draw play to number 21, Perales, and he gets it across to the 46, actually 47. A timeout called with 9 seconds left. Eagles call a timeout. Was they trying to get something up the middle with that run with a?
Well, I think they're trying to get a field goal, at least trying to set up a field goal here with that run up the middle. I would have expected some kind of a pass, maybe going deep, but you're going to get a field goal range. You never know what the offensive coordinators are going to call. They've been mixing it up really well.
A 6-yard carry there for Perales, and it's a second and I believe 4.
Second and 4 with 9 seconds left. Going to have time for one play and call another timeout, try to get a field goal. Well, actually, Eagle Pass doesn't have any more timeouts.
No, that was their last timeout. So it's going to probably be something deep.
Yeah, deep.
So with the defense, would you think that they would go back to maybe a prevent defense here, or would they stay with their base defense?
I'd probably run just a cover 2 deep safety, which is what they're showing now. They're backing up their outside linebackers a little bit. But you have 9 seconds, not too much, without any timeout. So there goes your out routes, trying to get into the
rolls
sideline.
out, and he's open and out of bounds. So he stops the clock with 4 seconds. That's a nice play there. And a pass play to number 13 with 4 seconds. The ball to the 36-yard line, an 11-yard pass play. It's a 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 4 seconds. Ball at the Hanna 36-yard line. Do you take a shot downfield in the end zone?
Take a shot now. It's too far for a field goal, too far for a second play. And, not enough time for a second play. So I think they're going to take a shot over here with Ray Mendoza.
3 receivers, yeah. They have a single receiver to the near side. Drops back, looking. No. Actually, they go to the opposite side. And that one is incomplete as they go to number 4, Jacob Reese.
I'm surprised they didn't try to hit Ray over here. He was really essentially with a double cover. They had a press corner on the weak side on him, and then they had a safety who was cheating over to his side. So that might have been a smarter call going to the trip side.
There you go. So 10-7. We're at halftime. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Football on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
I want them all. I want them all, the shrimp. Mijo, I just bought a whole bunch of shrimp.
I gotta call Jesse. Hey, Primo, my dad just bought another boatload of shrimp. What are we gonna do?
I guess we're gonna almost have to give it away. I'm gonna have to get in touch with everybody. We're gonna have to have a shrimp pachanga. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do. $5.99 shrimp special, their choice. It's gonna be a shrimp pachanga.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
It to the 18, a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 18.
You're a pretty good athlete, Freddie, if you're starting in the playoff game as a freshman.
As a freshman, there you go. 5 receivers set, all bunts to the near side. Put Jay Herrera in motion.
Good shifting by the Hanna defense there.
And they come in a blitz.
They came after him.
On the outside.
Yeah.
He on that slip from the outside, he was able to get it.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Hey guys, welcome to Kumu Supplements and Lifestyle. My name is Eddie Sanchez, I'm the owner, and I invite you guys to come and join us any day of the week, Monday through Sunday, here at Mall de las Águilas.
Really got it, really got it, really got it, really got it, yeah. Really got it, 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 really got it.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jim Tipton and son Nick at Tipton Auto Group wanted to add a new Hyundai dealership, Walter Pocket and First Community Bank had the perfect financing solution.
Make FCB your bank.
Mr. Robert Garza has been servicing Eagle Pass and surrounding areas since 1982, bringing excellence, courtesy, and quality with competitive pricing pest control. New name, new company, same excellent service. Call us for a free estimate today at Pest Pros Pest Control, 830-212-0272.
Hi, this is Roque Vela Jr., owner-operator of Playmore Family Entertainment. And on behalf of my family and Playmore Family Entertainment staff, I'd like to wish every student-athlete a safe and successful year.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
I'd like to congratulate all the teams making the playoffs for high school football here in South Texas, especially UISD and LISD schools. We're here to help you. If you get injured in an accident, telephone number 956-718-HURT. Located here in Laredo, Texas at 2620 San Bernardo Avenue. Give us a call if you're hurt in an accident. 956-718-HURT.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
I'd like to know
Eagle Grocery, located in downtown Eagle Pass, La Tienda de los Venados, supports our local high schools. Come visit us as we remodel our store through the Main Street program. Come see our displays of our holiday party items. Come visit our meat market and enjoy our renowned homemade chicken salad. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados.
Hello Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away, recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
And we're back, halftime. Rudy Gonzalez alongside Freddie Dea. We got about 12 minutes for halftime. 10-7 to score from University of Incarnate Word, Benson Stadium, the Gail and Tom Benson Fieldhouse Stadium here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. 7-6 United over Weslaco. Well, that's at halftime. Some other scores Rudy will pass along here in a minute. And we're actually going to be giving you some highlights and some stats. So we're going to go to the highlights, the first half highlights of this game. And you'll be getting that receiver to get that as we speak early on, as the Eagle Pass Eagles and the Hanna Eagles defensively were going back and forth. But for Hanna, 14 rushes for 61 yards at the half. They're 5 of 12 through the air for 35 yards, a total of 96 yards and an interception. 2 first downs in this first half and 2 penalties for 20 yards. For Eagle Pass, 21 for 78 yards, 21 carries, 78 yards, 9 of 16 through the air for 104, 182 yards total with 8 first downs and 5 penalties for 30 yards, as that is where we stand. And those stats are courtesy of Conrado Perez, EaglePassSportsCentral.com. And we have, like I said, our first half highlights in the first half has been a defensive battle, like Rudy said early on. And do we have some scores from around the 6A and 5A Texas high school football area playoffs?
I just got a Mark from Mark Molina from the Brownsville Herald just told me that Sherryland, my old school that I retired from, went into a double overtime loss to Brenham, 35-42 there. And Mark, do we have any more scores, Mark? Okay, we're gonna give Mark 1 second to get us some scores here. And but let me see around the state. We have, of course, Westlake 14, Brenham 0. You Westlake fans. Robert Vela in the second quarter, we have 7-0 over Alexander. And
that's over in Roma, and we're covering that game. I just didn't go and look for for the broadcast.
Okay, Real Sports Live is covering that as well. Brandeis and Steele, of course, they play tonight. So there's not many scores because a lot of teams are playing tonight. What I'm just trying to read to you is Judson is over Reagan. That's a final, 63-21. Katy over Jersey Village, 58-14. And then I just have North Shore 65, Dickinson 21.
So Judson beating Reagan will now see the winner of PSJ North and San Benito. And San Benito, the Greyhounds, they actually last year went to the third round and lost
to
O'Connor at Buccaneer Stadium.
That was a good game.
Yeah, and we had that one live last.
Michael Mull, a good friend of mine, defensive coordinator there. Gilbert Leal, who's now the AD at Brownsville, was the offensive coordinator there, and they did a great job over there. But San Benito right now is ahead 21-14 with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter against PSJ North Raiders. So that's a good ball game over there.
Yeah.
What is it? United is 7-6 at halftime. Mark is telling us
against Weslaco.
Against Weslaco, another good ball game. And I'm not sure how Alexander did with Vela. I believe Vela was ahead of Alexander.
Yeah, 7. You said 7-0.
7-0.
Yeah, 7-0. So as we go back, Coach, and looked at the first half and looked at some of the highlights. Of course, the Eagle Pass had a drive that was thought they had a 54-yard touchdown run. From the freshman number 23, Jose Hernandez, but got brought back by holding. That was with 3:34 left in that first quarter, and that one was a sustained drive that actually had 16 plays, and they actually went backwards and punted away. So the first quarter stayed 0-0, and then in the second quarter, again, much defense was what was on the field. I mean, they both defenses were on the field a lot. And then the first score came with 6:39 left in the second quarter on an 8-play drive that started at their own 40 at the Hanna 44. The Eagles kicked a 34-yard field goal that went through the uprights by Eric Ramirez, and the Eagles led 3-0 in that second quarter with 6:39 left. And then a big interception that we thought up here would have changed the momentum of the game as they got the ball back. And
Hanna held him right there.
Yeah, Hanna held on a 3-and-out, and then they come back after that punt. Hanna comes back on a 5-play drive with about a minute and something in that second quarter. I didn't get the time on that touchdown, but they had a 5-play drive right back, and they had a 20-yard touchdown run by number 24 Cesar Macias. Who made it 6-3, and then the point after was good. And then we go to the...
Eagle Pass, I think, has had more opportunities than Hanna has at the time right now. Well, of course, they had that touchdown. There was a penalty. They didn't get anything out of that penalty.
Yes.
And then they had some opportunities in Hanna's territory where no points were scored as well. So
3 to be exact.
And I think Hanna has scored every time they're in Eagle Pass territory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, if you're right. You're right.
They haven't been there too many times compared to the Eagle Pass. So, Eagle Pass has got to do some things to come up with some points this second half, because Hanna is not going to stay at 7. Although Eagle Pass defense is playing really good right now, and the way they normally play throughout the game, they've held the offense, in check until they get things going. But, Hanna's defense is also playing good. It's just a great ball game to be at right now.
Yeah, and we go back to you mentioned it. How is Eagle Pass going to respond? And they responded right back on the 70-yard drive.
In less than 2 minutes left.
Yeah, exactly. 6-play drive that started at their own 30 and capped off with Jose Hernandez 2-yard touchdown run with a minute 22 to make it 9-7 in the point after attempt. But it was also there was a big play to number 14, Castillon, that set it up. They were at their own 32 and to the Hanna 26, that wheel route.
Right.
As we're at halftime and you're watching highlights as we speak about what went on. You're watching the highlights of the first half.
Yeah, and I'm watching Victor Campos here. He's not a scrambling quarterback the way that Eagle Pass faced last week with PSJA. That guy was scrambling quarterback, and he tried to get his yards. Victor Campos is trying to get time, and he's done a great job. He converted a big third down play against the Eagles that turned out to be a touchdown. And Eagle Pass had him here on his own 35-yard line.
Yeah.
So things are being made on both sides of the ball. It's going to be an interesting second half. Both teams have to keep their composure. I guarantee now it's going to be time management. Like I said, the first half is not as important as the second half is going to be. And Eagle Pass just has to minimize those penalties. They had a lot of penalties in the. Well, I say a lot. They just had some crucial ones.
Yeah.
On big plays.
Exactly. So
and Hanna did too on that pass interference. On Mendoza.
Yeah, they did. But that one kind of, I don't think it was. It was. Well, it was big because it got set up for yeah, it ended up scoring. But again, it's one of those things where right now we're watching that highlight. This is the run right here that Jose Hernandez took to the outside, got the edge, and then kept on going to get it to the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Jose Hernandez's balance is amazing. His feet, quick feet. He's doing a good job. I don't know if it was something that Hanna was expecting. I think Hanna was expecting more play out of Perales and Hernandez, but Hernandez has done a good job for the Eagles all year.
Yeah,
but he's playing a fantastic game right now.
Exactly, and that was that touchdown that put the Eagles back up, and right now it's 10-7 to score in that second quarter.
3.5 minutes.
And this last play that you see, he was trying to do something. Campos was trying to get it downfield, and he threw it away, and then he got sacked deep in his own territory, and that's how the second half finished. The first half finished with 2 runs and then a pass, and then that's how they got it all taken care of. So you're watching the last of the highlights.
To see what was talked about at halftime. Both teams really, I don't think there's any kind of major adjustments that have to be made offensively nor defensively. They just got to come out and play, and they got 24 more minutes. One team's going home and packing it up, getting ready for the offseason. The other team's going to get ready for Brandeis or Steele.
There you go, Brandeis or Steele later on tonight. 10-7, second quarter. We got about 2 minutes, and we're going to take a break. We're live from University of Incarnate Word, Tom Benson Stadium, as the sun is nestled behind some clouds. And we'll be back with more of Eagle football on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Eagle Pass Dental Clinic. For a great smile, come by and visit us. We're located at 1606 Garrison Street. We're now taking new patients, children and adults. Private insurance, self-pay, and Medicaid. Call in today to make an appointment with Dr. Alvarez at 830-757-1500. That's Eagle Pass Dental Clinic.
Teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
If you have suffered an injury due to someone else's negligence, including 18-wheeler or other motor vehicle accidents, injuries from defective products, or work injuries, including oil field accidents, you're entitled to seek compensation. Contact the office of Mata Cortez Law Firm at 626 Madison Street in Eagle Pass, Texas, or call us today at 830-776-5480 for a free consultation.
Now we're back live, 10-7, second quarter. Actually, halftime is done, as we have Rudy Gonzalez with us, Freddie Rea, Dean Contreras up at the top, giving you all the sights, and a quick shout out to Chiquillo Gloria back in Eagle Pass, as the Eagle Pass Eagles come into the field for the second half kickoff, as Hanna is getting warmed up. And shout out to Chiquillo Gloria, and then
Shout out to my family. My dad's in the hospital right now. He's listening to the game. He wishes he could be here to see his son play or coach. And well, actually, he just got out of the hospital. My family's here supporting my brother and my wife Laura, our son Ryan, my car mates from the Valley to San Antonio.
To San Antonio.
Angelina, his girlfriend. So this is it. This is nerve-wracking right here. That's what it's all about. We got some Hanna coaches coming in and out of our office, getting to their box. It's all on the line now. 24 minutes.
24 more minutes as we are in the start of the third quarter. Hanna comes out in their brown and gold uniforms and white helmets. And it's
here we go.
It's a fun first half. What did you take from the first half?
Well,
Coach
I mean,
G?
like I said, both teams played well. Both teams had their share of mistakes, and there's not many turnovers. What was it? Just one turnover so far?
One turnover on that interception. Leckler.
So that part is good for both teams. They're not turning the ball over, and this second half is going to be a little bit more about composure. So it's going to be interesting. Hanna's going to get the ball first. Eagle Pass will have it going into the fourth quarter. Have the wind. Well, there's no wind out here.
No, there's no wind because we're nestled in the stadium has trees and buildings, so we don't have any wind. The flags are not flying. 10-7 is the score. The sun came out.
San Benito and far north, we have tied at 21 with just under 2 minutes left in that ball game. That's what I'm getting.
So now
text message from Gilly Rodriguez out of Eagle Pass, coaching Farr Memorial now.
So we got Hanna now on the west side of the field, and it will be taken at about the 8-yard line to the near side, and gets hit hard. Number 22, the ball carrier. Number 31, I believe, was number 20. No, number 31, I believe, was the first to.
Yeah, he got hit hard. He's still on the ground. Is that him?
Yeah, number 22 is still on the ground, and that is the return guy, Brian Duran. We're in the third quarter of this ball game. Want to send a shout out back to Eagle Pass, Julio Risa and the Risa family, watching from their comfort of their home and their big screen TV is Black Friday. They probably went and got
Friday purchase of
a big screen TV.
Big screen TV.
So Hanna will have it at their own 20-yard line, first and 10.
Playing single coverage, looks like.
And so we'll give to number 24.
And he still got a first down. Looks like we're just short of it.
And that's number 24, Macias. So got it to the 28, and it'll be a 2nd and 2. So Macias, again, is a featured back. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Third quarter, the ball 2nd down and 2. Macias actually.
There's that play that was open.
Middle, that was open. They went back to the
half.
And that pass is good to number 6.
Yeah, the quick slant by the slot man, and it was open the first half a few times. I know the coaches up here by the press box next to us were telling us, it's wide open, run it again. So here it
first
came out
and
with
10 from the 49 and up the middle. And that one is good
play
for
another 6-7 yards.
Yeah, number 24 on the carry. And that one goes to the 41, an 8-yard carry, 2nd and 2. So both times they've been able to run the ball here at start the third quarter and have good yardage to be a 2nd down and manageable.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
The ball is on the ground. Picked up by number 1. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And he's down to the 20. He gets pushed out of bounds. That's Ryan Chisholm. But that ball popped out and picked up. And that's another turnover. The second turnover. A fumble recovery by number 1, Ryan Chisholm, and brings it all the way back to the Eagle. To the Hanna Eagle. Yeah, Hanna Eagle 12-yard line. So a fumble recovery and an interception, and again create turnovers. That's one of the keys that we talked about in the pregame show.
Yeah, turnover is going to be a big key. You know, the momentum changer. That's a big momentum changer because Hanna had it coming out that where they were driving it down the defense's throats of Eagle Pass, and now Eagle Pass made something happen.
And a ball that they did not call it, and that was intended for number 11, an incomplete to Isaac Gonzalez. So it's a 2nd and 10 from the 12. They can get a first down without scoring. They need to get just inside.
Just inside, inches.
Yeah,
from
inches
the goal line.
From the goal line.
So you got 2nd and long here. Going back to that defense, you know, the defense, Roger Olivas just kept their composure. And they bent a little bit, and they didn't break. They made something happen, and now Eagle Pass is a scoring position.
And they're gonna call a timeout. How?
Oh, that's too soon.
Yeah. Well, there is a Joe Bowling mentions it most of the time is whoever calls the first timeout in the second half kind of has a
disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
I don't agree with calling timeouts in the third quarter at all. But there's something Eagle Pass saw that needed adjusting, and they felt they had to call the timeout, and they did. Just hope it doesn't come back and haunt them at the end.
Exactly. We'll be back with more after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Empty set.
And we're back live. We'll call his number 10, Luna. Gets it to, what, the 10-yard line, a 1-yard gain?
He didn't get very much, about a yard gain maybe, if at that.
3rd and 9.
Jet sweep, little read.
10-7 to score. Trying to see if we did get that.
Same formation, no backs.
Yeah, empty backfield for Luna. Through 5 receivers. Bring a man in motion, Castillon.
A single cover. There's open now. If you can keep
it was open and it collapsed.
Yeah, that was a good opening right there. There was nobody around. He could have probably walked in.
And that
but again,
one,
it's easier seeing from up here than it is from down there.
Yeah, exactly. So 4th and 13, the ball placed at the 14-yard line. They're gonna try a
31 yarder.
The ball is at the 14, 7 yards. That's 21 and 10. That 31 yard, and the ball is at the.
Looks like he made it
the ball
from here.
Is through.
Yeah, he made it.
And it is good. 13-7, as that one is good from 31 yards out with 9:04, and they capitalize on a turnover left as the Eric Ramirez puts it in through the uprights for a 31-yard field goal.
Yeah, they capitalized and they put some points on the board when they were inside the red zone. It's imperative that they get points while they're inside the red zone.
Exactly. 9:04 left. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Football on RealSportsLife.com, Real Sports Life Southwest.
Today's high school football game is being brought to you in part by Cardenas Motors in Brownsville. We've been supporting Brownsville High School football since 1971, and we're proud to support our very own Hanna High School Golden Eagles. Go Eagles, and remember, at Cardenas Motors, you always get a winning drive.
And we're back live. It is 13-7, the score from UIW, Incarnate Word, home of the Cardinals. Benson Stadium, nestled in here on 281 off of 281. It's beautiful San Antonio, Texas. Sun is clearing out to the far side of us now.
Yeah, once the building there.
I think once it gets to about 5:30, it's going to be
trouble.
behind.
Yeah, right when the game is about to finish. He was having trouble putting the ball on the tee. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, 13-7, 904. And you mentioned it's good that you get a turnover and you
capitalize. You know, so they're 1 for 1 here, capitalizing on turnovers. Eagle Pass is. Here comes Hanna.
He gets it at the 5-yard line, comes up the middle, and he falls. He trips on the turf and gets it to the 33-yard line. So Hanna has now the ball at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Let's see if Damian Vela, the offensive coordinator, comes out with the same kind of a play calling that he came out with in the first series here in the opening of the second half.
Yeah,
it worked pretty well for him.
Yeah, they were moving the ball. They had they had manageable, manageable second down. So
yeah,
run, number 24, Macias gets a call across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
He came back with the exact same calls.
He must have seen something at halftime in the adjustments to know that he has.
Don't be surprised if they don't run that slant here again. It's been open. There it is, a fake.
Actually, to the outside, a bubble, and it
Good
gets
job by Eagle Pass pursuing.
Yeah, they get to the ball quickly. That was out to number 6, Aaron Frausto. They have not used them out of the backfield too much. They've used them primarily in that situation where they put him to the outside.
Yeah, he's a good blocker, and they utilize his blocking ability more than anything right now.
So 3rd and 6.
Hanna coaches are banging the table, so they must have seen something. Let's see what they.
Macias gets the carry and gets brought down, and that's a host of Eagles. Nico Moyeda along with number 45 and number 25, Kiporos.
Yeah, Roger Olivas must have had a good talk with the boys on sideline right now after that first series, because they came out in this series and just stopped them good.
So the ball to the 34, that's a 2-yard carry, 4th and 4 now. So again, they've been able to move the ball a little bit, not too much, but Hanna, again, punting situation now, and that one is straight up. A high.
Get away.
And the ball, it takes an Eagle Pass bounce, Eagles bounce, and it bounces at the 42 and goes backwards to the 45 and down at the 46-yard line. So they have it
close to midway through the third quarter here. And let's see what Eagle Pass comes out with. They're decent field position right here.
Yeah, they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46 with 7:07 left here, up 13-7 in the third quarter.
Empty backfield, and Hanna stays in a cover 2 situation.
So 5 receiver set. Castillon will come, a jet sweep, trying to pull, cuts it upfield and to the 40, to the 49, a 3-yard gain for Castillon. Actually that's called a pass. That's not a.
It's a jet sweep. Yeah. It's a little jet sweep type, and the safety actually is the one that came up and made the play for Hanna.
So 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 on that. It's a shovel pass. Yeah. Everybody said it's a handoff, but no.
The shovel pass actually is more inside, but that was 22. Brian Duran did a good job reading that. Yeah,
and the slant, and it is incomplete. That one was trying to go up the seam to number 13.
Yeah, 3rd and long. They try to run the same play actually that Hanna ran against the Eagle defense with that quick slant, and Hanna did a good job covering. There was still some separation there with a receiver. Quarterback just got to put it in their hands. That's a quick pass though for the quarterback. You got another empty backfield over here.
Empty set. 5 receivers, 2 to the far side, 3 to the near side. Drops back.
Why?
And he just overthrew Ray Mendoza. He had him open there. He had 2 steps ahead of the cornerback there, and he overthrew him by at least 2 yards, 3 yards.
Yeah, Richie's been off compared to the way he was last week. Last week he was on the money pretty much with Ray Mendoza, and today he's been off a little bit.
So a 3 and out at Brownsville Hanna. The Eagles comes up big here as they're gonna punt it away, and that punt will get down at the 20. Yeah, he rolls forward and he gets it to inside the 19. So again,
Eagle Pass
Trey
has really, held Hanna in their own territory quite a bit this evening. So, it's a little tougher to have a 70-yard, 80-yard drive compared to what Eagle Pass has had. So if Eagle Pass's special teams can continue doing this, it might be positive for them by the end of the game here.
Yeah, exactly. 6:10 left here. 1st and 10. The ball at the 19-yard line. 13-7 is the score. We're in the third quarter.
Hanna comes out with trips formation.
Yeah.
Eagle Pass is in a cover 2.
Drops back,
There's a
single.
quick slant.
And it is almost intercepted. That one was tipped and in and out of the hands of number 31, Josh Monsivais. And Monsivais, a first-team All-District corner of a year ago as a junior, now as a senior. He gets. Yeah,
Josh 5'10", 150 pounds, and he saw that coming, and it should have been intercepted for a touchdown all the way. He read it all the way. Now they're in 2-back set.
So they go to the 2-back set in the backfield. Now they bring Frausto out.
1-back set.
And they go to a single back. 3 receivers to the near side.
There it is
again, they go with a slant inside Frausto, and they try to rip it out there. So that pass good to number 6, Aaron Frausto. The ball to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that play's been open all day long, and Eagle Pass has got to drop their linebackers. They've got to see that when he's in that formation, he's that tight to them. That's a linebacker's got to take that slant away.
5:46.
But it's a run play.
Yeah. Out to the outside, Macias getting chased. He gets to the corner and gets out of bounds. Actually gets pushed out of bounds. Run by number 24, Macias. He gets it to the 44-yard line. A 10-yard gain, so it's 1st and 10.
I think he's hurt. I think Cesar Macias is hurt. Somebody's hurt over there on the Eagle Pass sideline. But that, going back to that play, that's a play-action pass. And as the linebackers are taught, they got to step up. They got to play the run first. So Hanna realizes that, and they're going backside. They're making the linebackers go one way, and they're throwing opposite behind the linebacker's shoulder there, and for that slant. That's real hard to cover. The only way you can adjust on that one is probably bring in the safety, move him up just a little bit more so you can take away that route. But safety does have a deep middle coverage, not the little curl area.
Yeah, and it's just a straight back drop, and it's a timing route where he takes two, 3 steps and gets to the inside leverage. So.
Yeah, that was Macias. The Eagle Pass defense is probably happy that he's limping, but I don't think he's going to stay out of this game.
No, he'd probably be out for maybe a play. 5:38, 1st and 10. The ball at the 44-yard line of Brownsville Hanna.
Just waiting for Macias to get off the field before they go. We've got a second long situation. And actually, second long situation, Hanna's been pretty even running pass. Eagle Pass stays in a cover 2. Jet sweep keep.
Man, that one. So that one was number 2, Campos. Gets it to.
Oh, that was a first down. The scoreboard showed 2nd down.
Yeah, that was the 1st and 10.
That was the 1st and 10.
He got it to the 47.
Yeah, right around the 47-yard line.
2nd and 7. Macias gets it to the near side and gets dropped. That's David Kipuros in the backfield. And he gets some shoestring tackle.
I don't know if he's cramping up or if he's hurt. He looks like he's trying to limp again, or he just.
Ball to the 46, 47. No gain on that play, so it's 3rd and 7 now. 3rd and 7, the ball at the Hanna 47, 4:45 left. and tries to get out of the outreach hands. Ball picked off by number 25. That's Quiporos. Quiporos trying to find some blockers in front of him, trying to make something happen. He gets it to the 45.
Oh, he fumbled the ball.
The ball
Hanna
is
got it
fumbled.
back.
And the ball is back on Hanna's side.
Well, you know, you try to go with that second, third effort, which is what you want, but sometimes it backfires on you. It looks like Hanna got the ball. Yeah, the officials are saying Hanna got the ball. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Eagle Pass Quiporos. He did a good job trying to find blockers, and then he tried to make something happen on his own, and it came back and cost him.
But you want that from your senior. Your senior linebacker leader.
You definitely want that second effort. You know, you make a lot of big plays that way.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to hold on to that football when you're going to run into that crowd.
And you see his teammates. One of his teammates came out and said, "Hey, don't worry about it. Let's go."
He's got to have a short memory here because a lot of bad things can happen. You know, they'll go for the bomb here and try to make something happen, get that momentum change quick.
So a fumble recovery, now 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs. Now number 6 gets the jet sweep. Carry number 5.
Yeah, as you mentioned, now it's a fresh set of downs for Hanna. Brought a little bit of life to him, getting the ball back. Otherwise, it could have been something, you know, bad for them as far as mental breakdown.
Yeah, it was an interception by number 25, and then he in the scramble, he tried to make something happen. So 2nd and 5, the ball up the middle.
Right up the gut.
And right up the gut, number 24, Macias, takes it in for a Hanna touchdown.
Touchdown
with
and tie
3:50
right now.
And a tied ball game.
Well, that turnover, the fumble, oh man, I know Quiporos is feeling it right now. So is the Eagle Pass sideline. It should be Eagle Pass with the ball right now. Instead, it turned out to be a touchdown for Hanna Eagles, and they tie ball game.
Yeah, it was
left.
a 54-yard touchdown right up the gut as Macias, number 24, takes it in with 3:50 left and makes it 13-13 with the point after by Paya. The ball is set down, and it is up and good. They take a 1-point lead, 14-13 with 3:50 left here in the third quarter. And we'll be back with more after this.
Hi, this is Roque Vela Jr., owner, operator of Jet Bowl North. And on behalf of my family and Jet Bowl North staff, I'd like to wish every student athlete a safe and successful year.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
We're back live, 14-13. Hanna takes a 1-point lead here in the third quarter with 3:50 left as a strange events happening on the field. As there was an interception by number 25, Quiporos, and in the midst of him trying to scramble and get some blocks, he fumbled the ball. Hanna stripped the ball and got the possession, and then 2 plays on a 2nd and 5, a 54-yard touchdown right up the gut. Macias takes it in with 3:50 as that ball gets kicked through, as Paya kicks it through the end zone, and the Eagles will have it with 3:50 left here in the third quarter, down by 1 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what happens in ball games. You know, is big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and he's a big-time player. He tried to make a big-time play, and it cost him, but he's got to keep his head up. He did what he had to do, and Eagle Pass just has to maintain their composure and see what happens here in this drive here. Hanna did a good job.
They have a 3-0, 3-1 advantage in turnovers.
Right.
They've.
Yeah, 2 were in the same play.
Yeah, exactly. To Hernandez up the middle. At the
Answer
40,
same
he
way.
cuts
Oh,
back.
my God.
He's at the 50 and goes down at the 50-yard line. A nice 25-yard run by number 23, Jose Hernandez.
It seemed like it was the exact same play, just right to you, right back at you.
And again, zone
There
read.
goes a little G,
Gets it to the 49 maybe. Gets about a yard there. 2nd and 9.
It's a good
Actually,
job
no
by these
gain.
two offensive linemen. You know, both teams are playing really good. They're opening up some holes for their running backs. And it's just a great ball game to watch right now.
And we talked about it before the game in our pregame show. We talked about the offensive lines and the defensive lines and who was going to win the trenches and who was going to control the line. So again, it's been a back and forth thing.
Well, the back went the wrong way. It was going to be a little option play, looked like. And the
Gets
back
pushed
went
out
the
of
wrong
bounds
way.
after a yard to the 49.
He was looking to pitch, and there was no pitch man there. He went left, and the quarterback went right.
Yeah, second and it's going to be a 3rd and 9.
3rd and long situation. Eagle passes passed every single time in 3rd and long. I think they ran one time, and that was like a little draw they ran.
And that was towards the end of the second quarter.
Yeah.
When they ran that draw play.
You got
3 minutes
left.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Back behind
Hanna's
Richie
in the cover
Luna.
3.
Will bring a man in motion. There's a timeout called.
Oh my God!
And that's
another one.
That's the second timeout called here in the second half, as they are now down 1.
2
Eagle Pass.
timeouts in the 3rd quarter.
He calls timeout with 3 minutes left here, and we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Hey guys, Sanchez, owner of Kumu Fitness, located at 575 Commercial Street in downtown Eagle Pass. We invite you guys to come join us. We got equipment for everything from machines to free weights to bumpers. You name it, we got it. Come check us out, guys.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season. Order online through Facebook and save 10% on your purchase. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. We're back live, 3 minutes after the timeout. 2 receivers to the near side, to the far side. Intercepted by number 25. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20 and gets wrestled down at the 15-yard line. And that slant went over the head of the receiver, and the safety, the single high safety that was there playing was number 25. That's Andres
Sustaita. Senior.
An interception. So
we got a flag. There's a flag back here. I don't know. You have the Eagle Pass Eagle coaching staff on the field.
Not sure where the flag was thrown. Was it thrown towards the near side or was it on the far side?
It's on the Eagle Pass side, so I think it's going to be called back. Well, Eagle Pass caught a break right there, it seems like.
Yeah,
fans aren't liking that very much.
So what happened there is on the return, probably a block in the back or something, and that's how they got the ball to be pushed back to the Hanna 43-yard line. So an interception by number 25, Andres Sustaita, and the senior DB safety gets a second turnover with 2:47 left after a timeout. So now Hanna has it at their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hanna. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. We'll give it to number 24, Macias. Macias looking to get some yardage and get stopped immediately, but moves forward across the 45 to the 46.
Was that Armando Garcia?
No, that was number 25. That was David Cuperos. Yeah, that was David Cuperos. So a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Eagle Pass is cheating the safety over to the second receiver, playing man-to-man, looks like, on number 2 receiver. Sure are. That's why they're opening up in the middle now.
Yeah, that middle is opening up with that. So number 5, Roman.
Yeah, they're trying to load the box a little bit more. Eagle Pass stopped that run. So consequently, the free safety is moving over to number 2. So when he breaks the box, there's nobody there.
Yeah. The ball to the 49, 3rd and 3. A minute 39 left in this third quarter. 14-30 up the middle. And again, Macias takes it up the middle. And number 55 is shaking up for Hanna.
That's Doug Tolman, the center.
Yeah, the center. He's been opening up those holes in that middle.
Yeah, he sure has. Well, Eagle Pass has got to get away from that free safety covering the number 2 receiver, because there's nobody in the back helping out once he breaks it past the linebackers. And there they go again.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation, 2 back set in the backfield. Campos will give it to number 6, and again goes up the middle.
Yeah, Hanna's going to stay with a running game if they don't see a safety deep. So you can probably expect that.
And that was Aaron Frausto getting to the 21-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and let's call it a long 2. Make it 3.
Yeah.
Minute 6 left. Now up the middle again. Macias will get it across the 20 in the red zone, inside the red zone. First down, and actually we'll have it at the 16-yard line. A 5-yard gain needed. 3. 1st and 10.
Yeah,
for Hanna. And the Hanna
stay with this offense. He's got to stay with this kind of offense, a running game up the middle.
Under a minute to play. Actually, 37 seconds. 1st and 10. The ball at the 16-yard line of Eagle Pass. Hanna has it with 29 seconds and 13 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Will give to number 6 to the outside. He's looking for some running room and gets upended by Raul Leckler on the far side.
Yeah, that was the first down play going outside. You know, I don't know why they just don't keep running what they've been running. Up the middle, they're getting their 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yeah, the ball to the 15.
You know, stay with what got you there.
2nd and 9, a 1-yard gain on that one, and that's the end of the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter with the score 14, Hanna. Eagle Pass 13. We'll be back with more after this. And we're back live. Start of the fourth quarter here from Gail and Tom Benson Stadium. University of Incarnate Word. 12 minutes, 14-13. Give to Macias. Macias tries to cut it to the outside and gets stopped by number 44, Moises Rocha, and number 25, David Kipuros. On a 2nd and 9 from the 15, he gets stopped. And actually, they give him forward progress to the 14 inside the... It's 3rd and 8. If you're Eagle Pass and you stop him here on a 3rd and 8, you make them settle for the field goal. Is that a win after that?
Oh, yeah. Anytime you can take away the 7 points, it's definitely a win, you know. You just don't want them to score a touchdown. You want to hold to a field goal at least, unless you create a turnover. And there's a guy wide
ball to the corner, and touchdown. It is touchdown. Hanna, a corner to the corner of the end zone. for a 14-yard touchdown pass from Campos to number 12, I believe.
Was it number 2?
Is it number 2 or number 12? The one that it was number 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah, number
Ernesto
12.
Mendoza?
Yeah, Ernesto Mendoza, the junior
5'6",
receiver.
145 junior.
So they go up 20-13 with 11:18 left on a 14-yard pass play into the end zone.
Yeah, wide open.
And the point after attempt by actually they will throw a flag there.
Seemed like there was some miscommunication there in the coverage. The cornerback didn't stay outside. He took the man coming inside. The receiver ran like a wheel route, wide open on him.
Similar to a play early on in the game where
Eagle Pass did it to them.
Yeah, they took Ray took the inside, and Castillon came around the wheel route on the outside, and that was a big play that set up the point after as they go up 21-13 is the score from the Gail Tom Benson Stadium. University of Incarnate Word. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Playoff Area Round. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Flora Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
And we're back live, fourth quarter, 11:18 left here in the fourth quarter as the Eagles of Brownsville Hanna take a 8-point lead. And we were talking at the half with the Brownsville Herald, Mark Molina, and he said that Brownsville Hanna had been down. We were kind of surprised that that they had been down, but they've been down early. They were down to Sherryland, and they were down 21-7 to Harlingen. So they've been a second half team. That ball is taken at the 10 by Monsivais, looking for some blockers, bounces it out to the near side. He's at the 25, gets it to the 30, gets it across the 30 to the 32-yard line. A nice run back.
Yeah, real good run by Monsivais. We got an update right now from PSJ North and San Benito. It's 35-35 in double overtime.
And that's what state playoffs is all about right there.
It's fun. It's fun. A lot of teams are already in the off season.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that are done, and I got here early, and some of the coaches from Brownsville Hanna said sometimes it's fun to play during the Thanksgiving break, but sometimes it's fun to have that break. And the give is to number 23 Hernandez on the first play. A zone read.
I think I'd much rather play.
Yeah, exactly. As that went nowhere. The ball to the 32 at the 32, second and 10. 10:46 left.
10:46 left. Nothing to panic about. But you just got to keep your composure. Run
empty.
You've
Empty.
been running and
empty backfield. Quick out. Almost hold. Interception. That's hold.
That should have been a flag.
Yeah, they threw the flag there.
Yeah.
And Mendoza was the intended receiver.
Yeah, he held him all the way. They're running that press coverage, and actually, when I coach that press coverage, I tell them to hold it, but I think is it the number one. Okay, he was clapping. I was wondering if he thought it was for against Eagle Pass. Miguel Payan.
So 10:23, and that ball moves forward to on that penalty.
They got Miguel Payan playing cornerback.
Yeah,
right
Miguel
now.
Payan.
Yeah, he's their utility guy. He's the one I was talking about before the game.
So 1st and 10. And press coverage, something that Ray hasn't seen the whole season. He has not seen press coverage from any of the teams, the 10 teams that they played, the 4 non-district and the 6 district games. He never saw press coverage. They always had a 5 to 6 yard cushion on him, and so he never.
Well, is anybody here in charge of the lights? No, right? We turn ours on. Well, you know, he's got a press coverage, plus he has a safety over the top to help him out. So they're kind of double covering Ray, and so he can press him compared to the one on top. He's not pressing him at all. He's got that 5 yard coverage.
And
again, he's open, but you just got to get the ball to him.
And that ball was intended for Castillon, number 14, and that was too tall for him. 2nd and 10. The ball at the 42-yard line.
The thing about it is that play, he doesn't have to zip it right away. You know, give it time to develop. You know, because there was no safety there. He could have just let it develop just a few more yards, and he'd probably be wide open for a touchdown.
There you go. Ball at the 42, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 10-19. Rod's back, looking.
Bringing everybody.
And he tries to get away from number 30 in for the sack. And that is Isaac Iracheta, the senior linebacker. Comes in and sacks Richie Luna.
Yeah, they brought the house right there. They had single coverage on the receivers. It would have been good if he could have gotten away and buy some time. You're eventually going to get open on those kind of routes.
Yeah, exactly.
Single coverage.
3rd and 14, 9:50 left here in the 4th quarter. The ball at the Eagle Pass 38-yard line.
You got empty backfield again.
Empty set, 5 receiver set. Rod's back looking one way. And got tipped.
He got his tip.
Yeah, number 48.
I've been saying Jared Lozano have been coming real close, you know, tipping that ball several times, and he's going to eventually get one. And he got his right here, crucial part of the game. 9:31 left. Big 3rd down play by Jared.
4th and 14. The Hanna defense comes up and stops the Eagle offense and holds them to a 3 and out. 9:31, and that ball he picks up from the turf, and that ball in the hands of Macias to the 30, actually the 31 is where they're gonna call him down.
Yeah, it's not a very hard snap to the punter. He gets over there really slow, and this time he hit the ground before it got to the punter's hands. You can't afford to make those kind of plays right now. It's a crucial time now. The game it's on the line. You got to play nearly perfect ball game these last 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, and it's one of those things where, like you said earlier, it's win or go home.
Yeah, win or go home. That's it.
If you want to play into December, you got to win.
You got to start making things happen now. Keep your composure, make things happen, and hope everything falls into place.
And Campos takes the ball himself. That's the first? I think that's his first carry.
I think it is. Maybe a second.
He
hasn't been carrying the ball too much tonight.
To the 35.
He doesn't have to. Mancias has been doing a good job.
2nd and 6 on that 4-yard carry there for Campos, the quarterback.
Comes Roger Olivas putting the free safety back on number 2 over here. There's nobody in the deep middle. And look for Hanna to keep running up the middle.
As they actually bring Nico Moyeda, one of the safeties, coming in from the side.
Yeah, the linebackers did a good job filling the holes. That's what linebackers are going to have to do. Fill the hole, don't miss tackles, wrap, and make sure everybody else gets there.
The ball carrier was number 6, Frausto, right? Or is it number 24?
I think it was number 24 right there. Is that Mark? I believe that Mancias. Carry.
Yeah, 24 was the ball carrier to the 38. It's going to be a 3rd and 3, so it was
Frausto.
Yeah, Frausto. two receivers to the far side, one on the near side, shotgun formation. Give to Macias. Macias takes it
down and more.
And he breaks it out to the outside. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He gets hit and out of bounds barely as Macias breaks that one all the way down to the Eagle 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good job of Macias finding the holes and just zigzagging until he got away from his defenders.
Well, you're calling that zone read. Yeah, that zone read. He's getting through that hole, through that gap, and then bouncing. He's having that eye vision of cutting out to the outside and getting some yardage. So the ball to the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hanna.
Probably going to go wide side, of course.
And actually, they're going to call a penalty. And that play for Macias was from his own 38 to the 15. That was trying to do the math quickly.
He's been getting a lot of mileage tonight.
Yeah.
You know, Eagle Pass just has to start making things happen because they're running out of time.
Yeah, with 7:54 left.
They get a 15-point lead. They got an empty backfield here with 1st and long. They'll jet sweep keep.
And Campos shakes one off and actually gets across to the 15 and to the 12-yard line from the 20. So they actually got, was it stepped off? 2nd and 7.
He hit, spun, maintained a little bit of balance just to get some extra yards.
It was a 47-yard carry by Macias to set up the 2nd and 7, or that first and 10 at the 15. Now it's 2nd and 7 from the 12-yard line. Give to Macias. Macias bounces it out to the near side, and he gets to the.
Trying to do an Emmitt Smith there.
Yep. 7:02 is Macias now. Gets it to the 8.
Yeah, now he's getting the ball and he's bouncing it outside. Like I said, you know, they get their rule is bend, bounce, or bang, and he's bouncing it outside.
Well, he's
got good vision.
Yeah,
he's got very good vision,
and he's getting to the point of he's getting to the line of scrimmage and looking at where his blocks are. He's actually waiting to see where he's going to go, and then he finds the opening seam. So on a 3rd and 3, trying
short,
to
I don't think they got it.
They needed to get to about the, I would say,
5-yard line?
5-yard line, 6-yard line.
No, 4th down. Didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
That's a good job by the Eagles.
Quarterback
see
sneak.
What Hanna's going to do. Going to go for a field goal.
Yeah, the ball to the 7-yard line. So it's going to be a 4th and 2. A 4th and 2 with 6:09. And Eagles are down by 8 points, 21-13. So here, if you hold them,
they still got to score twice.
Yeah,
you know, they kick a field goal, you still got to score twice.
You're still down 2.
And with 5 minutes, 54 seconds, and 1 timeout.
Yeah, with only 1 timeout left. So they're going to call a timeout. Hanna calls their first timeout of the second half with 5:47 left in the 4th quarter. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
I want them all. I want them all, the shrimp. Mijo, I just bought a whole bunch of shrimp. I gotta call Jesse. Hey, Primo. Memo, my dad just bought another boatload of shrimp. What are we gonna do?
I guess we're gonna almost have to give it away. I'm gonna have to get in touch with everybody. We're gonna have to have a shrimp pachanga. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do. 5.99 shrimp special, their choice. It's gonna be a shrimp pachanga.
And we're back 21-13. Fourth quarter, 5:47, and we got an update.
San Benito won 43-27.
43-27.
43-27 in triple overtime? Triple overtime. San Benito PSJ North. What a game that must have been.
And that one is a 1st and 10 as they got on a 4th and 2. They got a first down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Didn't see who got that rush, but
that was a big play. Big play. What was it? For Hanna.
So yeah, it was Macias, number 24. So it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, 21-14, 4th quarter, 5:21 left. Macias gets it, looking, finds and pushes the pile forward as he gets into the end zone.
Just all him right there.
And Macias caps it off with a 4-yard touchdown run with 5:15 left in the 4th quarter, and they go up 27-13.
27-13. Eagle Pass, 1 timeout. They're going to have to get into their 2-minute offense. They want to make a game out of this. They can't sit back and waste any kind of time.
And Miguel Paya. Well, I have Michael, but you have Miguel, right? Number 1. Puts it through the uprights and makes it 28-13 as the Hanna Eagles take a 15-point lead here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Weslaco is beating United 30-14. That ball into the end zone, about a yard into the end zone, and Carlos Santos, the sophomore, takes it out. He finds some blocking to the outside. He's at the 20, across the 25, and gets upended at the 30, actually the 28-yard line. So 21-3 in the second half. Eagles have been outscored 21-3 in the second half as the Hanna Eagles have been flexing their second half strength, and 28-13 is the score as we.
Eagle Pass hasn't done very much offensively here, but they're going to have to do it now if they want something to get back into this ball game.
Late.
One timeout left.
Late into this 4th quarter, 5:06 left. Drops back, looking deep, and it is incomplete. As the receiver
almost intercepted.
Yeah, the receiver number 4, Jacob Reese, became a DB there, a defender, as they were one-on-one on the far side. And going back, Rudy, do you think that with how Hanna has been their defense and having those big corners to match up with a Ray and to be physical on the line has been the difference?
Well, you know, it's always tough. There's that play that's been open.
Yeah, that middle.
Gotten to him. But it's always tough. If you don't practice a cover 2 press, you know, it's tough for those receivers.
So on a 2nd and 10, they get it to the 39. It'll be a 1st and 10. As that was complete to...
And they're staying on and they're
number
pressing.
14. Yeah, they're still pressing. Looking, can't find anybody, and that's a coverage sack right there. As a host of Hanna Eagles on Richie Luna.
Yeah, that was most definitely a coverage sack. But nobody was open there in that play. Quarterback had nowhere to go. The line lost their blocking, and it was just a great play by the Hanna defense.
So back to their 36, a 2nd and 13 now. 4:16 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Down 15 points.
Down 15 points, and even if they're in 4th down right here in their own territory, they're going to have to go for it.
Rolls out, looking to the far side and incomplete. That was the intended receiver, number 4. Yeah, we got some guys chippy there. That's number 60, the senior Ray Galindo for Eagle Pass, with a scuffle with the defensive lineman. Not sure if they threw a flag.
I'm sure there's some frustration right now on the Eagle Pass offense. They look so good in the first half, and second half, Hanna's defense picked it up. That turnover from Eagle Pass, that change of momentum when he turned over back to Hanna, and things just aren't going Eagle Pass's way right now.
So 2nd and 23 after that penalty. The ball back to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 23. Drops back, rolls near side, looking, throws it, and intercepted.
Yeah.
As Richie Luna lets it go.
Yeah, it seemed like Ray Mendoza just kind of stopped on that play thinking he was going to get a flag or something, because the ball was in the air and he just kind of stopped there. And Sustaita did a good job going after that ball there.
That's a second big play from Sustaita.
No, that wasn't Sustaita. I think that was Brian Duran.
Oh, Duran, excuse me. Yeah, number 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the DBs, the safeties have both come up big. Sustaita in one of the last drives stopped the Eagles. And now number 22, Brian Duran, with 3:50 left in the 4th quarter, gets an interception, and Hanna has the ball now at their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, now Eagle Pass has a free safety in the back reel there.
And the ball to number 1, Baya, and Baya gets Bayan. And he gets it to.
Yeah, now that you don't want to see that. That's another 15-yarder added to Eagle Passes there, or to Hanna. Not really going to get them deep into Eagle Pass territory.
Yeah, they're looking to see who.
They're probably going to eject him. Oh, they're saying no flag.
Well, no, they're kind of trying to see who.
Having a little discussion of who started what.
Yeah.
Normally, it's the second guy that says or does something that gets a penalty. Eagle Pass just has to maintain their composure. They played a good game. They had a great season. A lot of things can happen with 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Of course, defense now is going to have to do something defensively, get some kind of turnover. And apparently it was on Hanna.
Yeah, it was on Hanna. Actually, when he was trying to get up, Ryan Chisholm was trying to get off the pile. And
he was on top of him, and I guess he thought he was holding him down or something.
Exactly. So that negates that big play. Back to the 39 now of their own 39. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, definitely the defense is going to have to do something here to get some kind of turnover.
So 3:40 left. 28-13 is the score. Campos with a 2-back set in the backfield, 3 receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. And that one is number 6 with the ball carry.
Yeah, Eagle Pass seemed to be overloaded defensively on this side on this receiver. I don't know what they were seeing.
Actually, they brought it back to the 40.
All they're going to do is run the clock.
Yeah.
Hanna's going to run the clock, start snapping in 5 seconds or less, and Eagle Pass can't call timeout. They're going to try to hold on to that last timeout.
And Coach,
they probably are going to have to call it. But
2nd and 6. But we mentioned, I know Joe Bowling, when we always go to the half, and he always mentions the first
wide open
throws
again.
It wide open. Frausto actually gets hit.
Good bobbling catch
down,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised actually that Hanna's throwing the ball. I mean, they've got a good 2-score lead there, and they're throwing the ball, and you should, nothing else, try to run the clock out.
Yeah, exactly. So that was complete from Campos to Frausto, and Frausto has.
In fact, there was another penalty. Bringing it back.
No, an ineligible receiver downfield.
Downfield.
Again, when he was rolling out, one of the linemen probably said, "Hey, I'm going downfield." to go start blocking. Yeah, to go start blocking there. So 2:42 left. 28-13 is the score, and Hanna has kind of seemingly taken control here late in the fourth quarter, late in the third, and now into the fourth quarter.
The entire second half, Hanna kind of took control. As soon as they got that first opening drive, Eagle Pass got that turnover, but Hanna didn't seem to slow down. That didn't slow them down. 2nd
and 11 now. 3 receivers set to the near side, one on the far side. Shotgun formation for Campos. Campos is going to let the play clock down to maybe the 3 seconds.
At least, below 5 seconds. Yeah. He's snapping it at 7 seconds there.
And Macias breaks it off, goes past the 50 to the 47.
Yeah. I probably have to say this game is over already, Freddie. If the Eagle Pass isn't
2:10 left.
No timeout left. It's going to be a tough one for the Eagle Pass Eagles to come back unless the defense does something.
Yeah,
defense is definitely going to have to do something here to get Eagle Pass back in the ball game.
Well, and you mentioned the fact that the momentum kind of switched, and Campos calls his number and still on his feet. Actually,
got a first down.
Got a first down. Keeps the chains moving.
Yeah, 1:42 left. Eagle Pass is probably going to call a timeout, their final timeout here.
Needed 4, got 8 to the 40.
Not going to really help much.
1st and 10. Yeah, 1:32 left.
I think the Hanna Eagles fans know it's pretty much going to be their ball game now.
1:22 and counting. Play clock at 9 seconds, 7 seconds. Campos will give to Macias. Macias bounces it out and gets pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, Eagle Pass isn't going to use their final timeout. Really, is not going to help anymore with 1:08.
Yeah, with 1:08, the ball in about 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
7-yard carry, 2nd and 3.
Just 2 more plays.
Yeah, 17 seconds on the play clock. 1:08. Actually, that stopped the clock with him.
You don't want to go out of bounds. Eagle Pass offsides.
Frausto takes it up the middle. He's still on his feet. And that one to the inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 as they're trying to run out the clock. Not sure. They stopped the clock just briefly to set the chains. So, once they reset the chains, they will start the clock again. They will run the clock.
Of course, they won't know. Hanna won't know who they play until the game tonight. I think Brandeis and Steele play at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
And
so Brownsville, Hanna looks to punch their ticket into the 3rd round of the playoffs, the quarterfinals, the state quarterfinals, as they will face the winner of Steele and Brandeis, who are playing later on tonight. They're in victory formation here.
Yeah. Well, they're 1-1 in the playoffs. Eagle Pass has beaten Hanna one time, and now Hanna took it to Eagle Pass.
1996 was the last time.
Eagle Pass is nothing to hang their head about. They had a great year. They've had great years. Tell my brother congratulations on his year. but it just wasn't their time today. It just wasn't their time. As the Hanna Eagles football players are on the sideline ready to dunk some water on Coach Guess over here.
Yeah, they
his coordinators. I think that was on his coordinator.
that was on his coordinator. Is less than 25 seconds.
I want to wish everybody a safe trip, safe travel home. If you're going back today or tomorrow. Freddie, it's been nice. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
I appreciate you having me over here.
We still have some. I mean, we still have some Valley teams that are in the playoffs. So
yeah, there's still some Valley teams.
We still got some work to do. But I know that your wife said that you might be busy this coming weekend.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go do
Austin.
some advisor work for the Austin Acoustics.
Okay.
Lady football team. So we'll be traveling there this weekend.
28 to 13 here, the final from the University of Incarnate Word, the Gail and Tom Benson Stadium, as the Eagle Pass Eagles fall to Brownsville Hanna. And we're going to be right back with our final thoughts and the post-game show. So we'll be back with more after this.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful 2018-2019 season.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
And we're back live to the post-game show brought to you by Ram Country Auto World and Kumo Fitness. Visit Ram Country Auto World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas, 830-872-3444. Visit Kumo Fitness Gymnasium, 575 Commercial Street, and Kumo Lifestyles and Supplements inside the mall. And guys, 28 to 13, the final as Brownsville Hanna takes the win over the Eagle Pass Eagles and moves into the third round, as we call it, the quarterfinals.
The
state quarterfinals, yeah, the state quarterfinals, round 3, as they await the winner of Steele and Brandeis. Alexander and Vela await the winner of Westlake and Brenham, and in that's in Division 2. Division 1, PSJ North actually lost to San Benito, right, in triple overtime. Triple overtime. So they move on and they play They play Judson next week.
Good luck with that.
So last year San Benito had O'Connor. Now this year they have Judson.
Well, you always have those San Antonio powerhouses in the third round. San Antonio schools. Those guys have beaten all the San Antonio schools, so there isn't many left in San Antonio.
Yeah, and United Weslaco. I know Weslaco was leading that one, and then Lake Travis and Madison. I believe they play later on tonight, as it's 5:45 in the afternoon. We had an early start. This is you know what, Rudy? I believe Coach needs to change next year. If he gets to the second round, he needs a late game because he's 0-2
for the early games.
In early games in area.
Yeah,
it was a 3:00 start last year in Laredo. and he lost that one.
And a
and
3
now,
o'clock start
and
today.
a 3 o'clock start
I need
today.
to talk to my brother
right?
about that. Yeah, I tell you what. Well, a big congratulations to Mark Guess and his football team from Hanna. You know, they've had a tremendous year all year, and you know, good luck to them next week against the winner between Brandeis and Steele. And big congratulations to my brother Tom Gonzalez and the Eagle Pass Eagles. Roger Olivas, defensive coordinator, Harvey Cardenas, offensive coordinator. They've done a good job. You know, they've brought Eagle Pass up to par. Their teams all the way down to the 7th grade have been winning. You know, they all have winning seasons. I think there's like back-to-back years where they all have winning seasons.
Exactly.
So they should be good years to come. But tonight just wasn't their night. You know, they started off good. It was a good defensive battle in the first half. With the Eagle Pass had their chances, Freddie, you know, to score 2 or 3 times when they were inside Hanna's territory, and they came out with no points. But you know, in the second half, things could have gone their way too. Keep Oroz, you know, he's a tremendous kid, tremendous play. You know, he's got to keep his head up. You know, but those things happen in ball games. You know, you got some great players trying to make great plays, and those things happen in ball games. And today just didn't turn out Eagle Pass's way.
Well, and Cesar Macias gets our player of the game as he rushed for he rushed for 244 yards today in this ball game, and most of those were in the second half.
Yeah,
in the second half, because I know
your credit to the offensive coordinator from Hanna. You know, Damian Vela. You know, they saw things that Eagle Pass was giving them, and they stayed with it. You know, and of course the offensive line from Brownsville Hanna did a great job for Macias in the second half. You know, they started getting it together. They knew what was there, and they started opening holes for him, and he started making some plays.
And the turnover battle was kind of even. It was, I think, 3 to 4. I think late with the 2 interceptions, Hanna got 4 turnovers, but resulted in some points. Also, Eagle Pass had 3 turnovers. And they scored on that first fumble in the second half. They managed to go back and score that field goal from 31 yards out with 9:04 left. And then it was just Hanna. Hanna had that 54-yard touchdown run with 3:50 left in the third quarter, and that what brought them back to 14-13. And then the momentum with that interception and then the fumble recovery. That kind of went Hanna's way. They went up and scored. It was a 14-yard pass play from Campos to number 12, and they went up 21-13 with 11-18 in the fourth quarter. Yeah. And then to cap it off, Macias scored his 3rd touchdown. Yeah. And got in from 4 yards out with 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Made it 27-13, and then they tacked on the extra point to make it 28-13, and that's the final from Incarnate Word. University of Incarnate Word, the Gail Tom Benson Stadium. Is the Cardinals are away from the confines of Incarnate Word. They're actually in Montana. They were the Southland Conference champion, so they're in the, I believe, Division 2. It was a Division 2.
Cold weather over there.
Yeah, Division 2,
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, a big shout out to Rudy Gonzalez. A great job. The 2 games that he's done with us at Real Sports Live Southwest, realsportlife.com. He's done a tremendous job for us and getting our color commentating. It's been fun. Hopefully we can do it not next week, but the following week. I know that once we get into, I believe, the semifinals. We get the quarters, but the semis we can't touch because that's we can do audio. But yeah, Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports, they take over because you know that's where they go to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium.
There you go.
Yeah,
y'all come see me. Give me a call. And Troy Giles Realty. I'm going to plug for my real estate company here. Troy Giles Realty out of South Padre Island.
There you go.
That's what I do now that I'm retired, Freddie.
SPI. If you need a property, any type of thing, make sure you call them at what's the number to call for any property down there?
956-536-5306.
There you go. So if you're looking for a rental home, if you're looking for a beach home,
I don't actually do rentals. I do sales, but I can help you find a rental.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Well, anything. I mean, the point of contact is Rudy Gonzalez.
Point of contact. There you go. There you go.
But again, a great congratulations to both the Brownsville Hanna Eagles for moving on to the third round. A tremendous job by Coach Tom Gonzalez and his coaching staff of getting back into the second round of the playoffs 2 years in a row, back to back. Again,
district champions last year for the first time in 2 years, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's been a while. They broke a drought last year, and now they made it rain this year.
Yeah,
and years to come. So, kudos to them. Thank you very much, everybody that has allowed us into your living rooms through our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for allowing us to come in and give you this area playoff as the Brownsville Hanna takes the win.
Great game.
28-13, a great game. And from all of us here, for my camera operator, Dean Contreras, for Rudy Gonzalez, I'm Freddie Rea. Good night, and have a happy holidays until we see you again. Keep talking sports.